Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Welcome to our show tonight. Yes, I goofed the thing a little bit there. Yeah, that's fine. Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm getting a little bit of comments from the peanut gallery, but whatever. Thank you for tuning in. We have a couple things to give thanks to, or announce or whatever. Talk about in terms of our musical things we leverage. So the in-game music, we use Arc and Forge, as well as sometimes the D&D table. I currently don't have it teed up for this next session, but you'll notice that the pre-music has changed, and the post-music for whenever we exit the show has also changed. It is the Riot music that we've recently enlisted, which we did last week, but I just want to give a shout-out to them for allowing us to have our music, have their music in our show for free, which is great, because it's also really good stuff. So we'll go ahead and go out to the full table, since there's audio being provided from it anyway. So, here we go. No, it's fine.
No, really, it's fine.
Yeah. No.
I was trying so hard to be quiet. It was just not working.
No, I'm pretty sure the audio probably will reflect that as well. So, last we left our group of intrepid adventurers. Actually, Lambert, could I ask you a real quick question? Duck.
Oh, it misfired?
It misfired.
Damn it. Would. We should have tested it first.
Well, that's the thing. It did work the first time.
Let me know my favorite waterfowl.
Duck.
Yeah.
What? A waterfowl. God damn
Bless
it.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So for what
He goes in sports. Foul? What kind of foul?
people may have heard was that I have a turret mounted up here now that I can shoot players. Not for any particular reason, but I can just do it for fun. Trying it again.
Oh no, I wasn't ready for
You're not getting it back.
Catch him in the hot dog
It's fine, I
hole.
got 3 more. If the other one does fire at all, true.
Next one's gonna be covered in cheese.
Yeah, right. I will. Here, we'll go back to 1.
So people feel safe.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I don't feel safe.
I feel threatened.
So anyway, fun little toys. Maybe I'll get a camera set up for it or something.
Oh,
or,
yeah,
see if we
mounted?
can, get it. On top of it would be great.
Yes, GoPro style.
Yeah. Things for you to play around with. Anyway, let's get to the game. So, who wants to talk about what happened last week?
The things nerds do when they have too much money on their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've had that for years. So this is not a recent investment. It's just only a recent implementation.
Fair.
Oh my god. So let's go to the mysterious soundtrack. So, last week, recap. Oh, I did not know. Down in a hole.
Yeah, we descended into the hive to make our way to
Downtown.
the Queen's Lair. We're gonna say Queen's Lair.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately.
Yeah.
Hunting down a hag.
Yeah, the hag, who is the queen of the hive. We're making our way to the center area of it, but we went down one of the alternative hive holes. When we got down there, we had to file in pretty tight quarters. The hole was about the size of a hobbit door, possibly, as well as the tunnel. You can finish.
Yeah.
I can no longer continue.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, the tunnel shaft was pretty long.
Yeah.
The shaft was long, but welcoming.
We're doing
Well, actually, it wasn't welcoming. It was met with resistance.
Yes.
Hostile.
Shag crabs.
Lots of men have been in that hole.
Right.
Yeah, but we did meet some
party in there.
resistance down the hole.
It was a party.
A minor swarm was on us, and we took care of it pretty well.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog. I had Tonk roll up into a steel ball because that's how he travels around mostly, like a tractor, like a track.
Indiana Jones that shit.
Yeah, and then I used enlarge on him to make him just the size of the hole, and then I gave him full speed ahead. Torgarian gave him a good headbutt to send him on his way.
Send that pinball up the...
Yeah, with a sonic pinball, and he squished like what 6 out of 7 of them. Or 5 out of 6 of them.
Yeah, it was
It was
like
a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah,
it was
straight up
great.
killed 3 of them and then damaged the 4th one before it was actually able to stop the attack.
Yeah. Lost his momentum, but
Yeah.
it was a pretty cool move. That's probably going to be the best you see out of Tong for the rest of the campaign. But yeah, after they cleaned up the last guy with what, like an epic fire bolt from Emily, was it? Yeah, crispy critter. We pushed our way through into a large chamber where I think the deer spotted a potential trap situation. Yeah?
Must plug the hole.
Oh, he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
No, there were some logs up on a hill being held up by some resin, which is classic like Skyrim dungeon trap, out of character knowledge.
Just gotta plug the hole.
Right. Oh yeah.
With the logs?
There's a big rock too.
There was a big rock.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I-
pretty much covered it.
Can
How
Indiana
come
Jones
every
again?
other week it's freezing in here and now I got flop sweats?
Oh, it's because it's warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wore the long sleeve. I was like, because it's chilly in Tony's basement.
It normally is, yeah. We're going to get into the season where we need to start putting in the box fan. Cause
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, with the back door being where it is, there's a lot of hot air that just kind of seeps in because it is an old house. And I might be able to see if I can fix that. 'Cause I've been meaning to... Anyway, doesn't matter.
I left out a crucial part. Our Rocky, the Forest Sentinel, is that what we were calling it?
yeah.
Forest Guardian Sentinel?
Elven Guardian.
Elven Guardian. It was a giant rock elemental type thing that was following our commands. Provided us with a good enough distraction to get into these tunnels by completely and utterly ransacking the ant hive. He did work, and then we stopped hearing from him. The seismic poundings.
He either went down or he ran away.
Right. We don't know yet, but yeah, we'll have to find out his fate sooner or later. And I think that's where we're at.
Yeah. Hey, Link, come here,
I was
buddy.
thinking it last week too. Yeah.
Gonna try and prevent my dog from barking at the neighbors. Yep, he's on his way. All right. He heard the
It's
camera.
like, did you say something, Father?
Yeah. All right. So then we'll go ahead and get back into the session. So with that recap, there is a D20 for the table for the session. Get that music, the mysterious music going, if it's gonna play. How mysterious. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Give me 1 second.
I was gonna say we don't hear it.
Mysterious mystery.
Here we go. Okay. All right. Big breach. So let's turn up the audio a little bit too. I think we're a little lower than one. There we go. Okay. Shush with that little sound check stuff, computer. Come on.
How dare you, Windows?
All right, yeah.
Your location.
So, when we pick up, you were kind of at that first cave opening, looking on, potentially heading down. You did see that resin wall, as you mentioned, with the log stacked behind it and one kind of giant boulder immediately adjacent to it. But it's up to you if you want to interact with that or just dive on in.
Is it possible to get around it?
Well, I'll go ahead and pull up the map, and we'll probably go to battle map, even though we're not necessarily in combat, as it helps provide kind of a visual for what all we're doing here. So let's go ahead and go to the board. Boop. And I need to zoom out for the camera. And we will show. I clicked the whole thing. Darn it. Hang on. Every time. I always get a little wrong. Just go ahead and re-highlight the area that I want to show. And then we'll go and click not the show all button, but the update screen button. And bam. There we go. Bam. So, this is the area that you're currently in. It's kind of like what looks like the main entryway into the hive with some logs, as we mentioned, stacked next to that thick resin-like, almost like think of like a cellular wall where there are kind of strong bindings with this kind of clear, almost translucent, glass-like appearance to it. You can see through it where you can see those logs. the same, adjacent next to it with that big boulder.
It's like a cellular walkie osmosis through it.
Yeah.
I noticed the shape of that hole is oddly similar to the shape of that rock. Coincidence?
Perhaps. Perhaps
I'm
not.
going to check the roof.
Ah, there we go.
I'm gonna look up, inspect the ceiling.
Sure. So as you look up, you see that it's probably about a good 10 feet, maybe 12 in some areas towards the center. But it is a solid Earth-like structure.
Okay.
No visible kind of tunnels that lead upward that you can find.
Here's looking at you, Chuck. Anybody have good perception for checking for things like tripwires or traps?
I've never looked for them before. I just go.
It's an investigation.
All right, by all means, take the lead and go.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go first, by all means. Should we check to see if the rock covers the hole?
Do we want to cover the hole?
Do we think the hole is actually important?
Well,
I mean, we're maybe potentially something from coming up behind us.
or stop us from getting out.
I mean, we'd have to climb up the big old shaft.
We didn't.
Yep.
I mean, I could just fine. I don't know about everybody else.
You fine with climbing the shaft?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Get that bag.
We're here to do it.
I would like to check for any mundane triggers in front of the 2 boxes
Okay.
to see if there's like some sort of like filament or something that would just trigger it, I guess.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Can I take a look at the logs? Like, they look like they're primed to be rolling down a hill at someone, or are they just like logs that are stored there for like building material or something?
No, I thought we found that out last time. That it definitely looks like a trap.
It does look like it is intended to roll, in your current direction. That much you did see. They were stacked that way. It would pretty much, as far as you can tell, just roll over anybody that probably hit the wall.
13.
Okay.
13. You don't see any particular trip mechanisms, either in front of the hole or even necessarily in front of the walls.
And it ends.
It looks clean.
There's
So
not
how
much
does it
ends.
work then?
Might be a pressure plate. Could be something to do with the resin acting like a spider web. You know, just the vibrations of anything that gets too close. Any number of things. But the best way to deal with a trap, and this is Ward talking, is to trigger it.
I'll stand off to the side and like hit the resin that's holding it in place.
With what, your axe? Or your maul?
Hammer, yeah.
Could I have somebody make a survival check?
You can't miss.
Should I?
Oh yeah.
Or, actually, an investigation.
No.
Someone else do an investigation.
I'll do it.
What do you want me to investigate? What do you want to investigate?
17, 18,
Specifically kind of what
22.
this area is.
22.
Oh,
So-
I don't have any.
Okay, so Ward, as you're kind of suggesting that, you're thinking about the implementation here. Kind of looking at it, you realize that all this would effectively do, both the boulder, the logs, all of it would roll over the hole
Okay.
as its final destination.
All right. So, so I'm gathering that its purpose is to cover that hole.
Correct.
Okay.
As a form of defense, maybe.
And
Why would they
looking
need to
around,
defend
you
it?
don't see anywhere else to get into the hive.
Oh, so we need that hole. Okay, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if
This is
they
likely a defensive measure.
trigger it as they go in to close it off.
Right, as in like a shut the door behind you kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Can I peer into that hole?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do that and then search it for a trigger.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Another investigation check.
Investigation.
Or survival. Or, I'm sorry, perception. Either one. Investigation or perception.
Okay.
I don't know.
Perception is 6. Investigation is 7. So
You have dark vision? Oh.
No, but I got a 24.
Okay. Does anybody have a light source? Because it's
Yep. I'll send
My
it to
hammer
a
should be
float
still
down.
lit from.
Technically,
cool.
his hammer is lit as well as the rock that he threw.
okay. These are the things I wanted to make sure that there was a light source that you could see.
Okay.
So looking down, kind of looking around the sides, you don't see any sort of triggering mechanism within this main tunnel.
Okay. Then, as word, I'll tell the party. I believe we're meant to go this way. This is how we get to the inner hive. However, clearly that trap is meant to cover up our exit. Should
And
we
I'll
need
go,
it?
Tally ho, cat, hop on.
Yeah, but we should take care of the thing so it doesn't like shut our way out if we need to back out.
Yeah, I know. What the best way to find out if it'll do it is to do it, and if it triggers, we'll all just jump.
Okay.
Aim for the bushes?
Yeah.
Name for the fishes.
There goes my hero.
Alright, Rainier, hold on the bottom of the broom. I'll lower you down.
Confused look on how I got recommended or
You
volunteered for
do
this.
shady shit all the time.
That's fun, shady shit.
This is
You also-
scouting.
So
this
this
is
is just
what
a
you
hole
do.
going down, right?
You also like to just run ahead, so.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
scouting.
no,
This is
because
what you do.
You guys like waste half the day like making plans, and I just go, and then your plan is pointless.
I know.
Well, this would be one of those times.
Are you
Go.
going down the hole or not?
Fine.
Okay. Let's go. We lower down the hole.
Okay.
He's
So-
hanging from the bottom of my broom, and
Dimensions
I'm
of
kind of
the
like
hole.
standing on it, so we're both like.
Yeah. So it's a good 15 by 15 circle. So you've got space that you can easily kind of float down.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just float down normally.
Yeah. But as you float,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah.
you get this. You notice something as you kind of start descending. First of all, you go down what feels like like one floor, two, before you finally see at about 30 feet is where you see the floor kind of come into play. And granted, you're able to see it at the bottom since you have dark vision 60 feet, so you can see that it ends about 30 feet down. But as you start descending, you notice that the quality of the air becomes heavier and thicker. And you notice that there is a kind of this humid dankness that just fills it, as the smell of fungus and decay just fills the air. Going down, though, you hear that same kind of dull hum that you've heard since you've kind of entered the hive.
I mean, since we've just been hearing the whole, is it standing out differently, or is it just same old, same old?
Ever present.
Okay.
But as you begin floating down, you see the floor comes into play. Comes into view about 30 feet.
Nothing about the floor looks like it's a poorly concealed, like, pressure plate.
No, as far as you can tell, just rocks.
Right, you want to hop down?
Some small
I
rocks,
already
basically.
did.
Oh, okay.
We're at the bottom of a. I'm just ready to go. Is there like a? Where do I go from here?
So, do you descend all the way?
He
Yeah.
said he hopped off the room.
Okay, so as you land on the ground, you find yourself in a fairly large chamber. I'll go ahead and reveal it on the map. As you look outward, you see that the area kind of slopes both upward to your left and downward to your right, with a much larger hole you can see almost dead ahead, off veering a little bit to the left. There you go. The same kind of cellular walls hold what you can vaguely see off to your left, more wood kind of stashed off, and then also a little bit farther off to the right, where the grade of the floor kind of slopes downward. You see some kind of deviations in the dirt, but nothing that really indicates anything that you may be alarmed about. What's your passive perception?
15.
15. Okay. So, as you hop off the broom, land on the floor, you hear that same chittering sound. It sounds vaguely of the Kritzar language, although not any particular words you're getting out of it. But you can definitely hear it coming from the left. You can faintly hear it off a bit to your right too.
So to the left, like we came down. We came down there.
So you came in the the northwestern portion.
So think of them like being
Closest to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
It's like they're connected.
So if you look closely at the map, there's going to be indicators on it that when there are rocks, that is the bottom of a tunnel, and then the
Oh,
big
I see.
holes would be the top of them. So it's kind of like the shape of like small pebbles and rocks. That indicates the bottom of the tunnel. This is the only way that could really visually indicate verticality without having things overlap, which just makes it way too hard to do.
So the holes are in the ceiling, or they're
No.
on the floor.
The holes are on the floor.
Okay.
Those are going down.
Yep.
So like the little rocks there, that's where
This
that-
corner and this corner here have little pebbles on them, so they came from a tunnel. So there's another tunnel that goes up.
I
And I'm hearing
understand.
clickety clacketing from that one or the far left,
From the far left.
from way over there.
Yep. Quite a bit actually coming from that section.
Alright, I'm
Neat.
gonna go up and tell our friends.
I'm gonna stealth over behind. It looks like there's a little moundy thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go hide behind it and stealth.
Okay.
It's like a foot.
It's not a lot, but there's enough dirt that if you were to lay prone behind it, you could get underneath.
This pitcher's mound.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or actually,
Actually,
this just seems it's gonna be easier.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go hide right there.
On the
Why you
wood.
got the stick in your hand? Move your guy over there.
Please don't hit the TV.
Okay.
that's where there's plastic.
Yeah, there's plexiglass on top of it. It's fine to touch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. yeah. No, if it was directly on.
Yeah.
It was
So,
a really hard
let
hit.
me go ahead and zoom out just a little
Four.
bit for the viewers at home. There we go.
Emphasis.
Boop. Okay. So,
Um,
so yeah, as you walk over, you see actually different from the logs. These are looks almost more like firewood. It is bits of chopped wood that have been stacked within these kind of cellular walls. But you notice that there's like a bit of resin on them too.
I'm just gonna kind of stealth there and keep an ear out. And,
Okay. What's your roll?
15
Okay.
I'll fly up and tell the rest of our party
could be worse.
that down is the way to go.
Oh wait, hold on. Or was that a?
There's more
18?
tunnels. It's about 30 feet down, so whoever wants a ride, hop on.
Tonk in some way.
Okay.
Oh.
I ferry Vadir. I ferry. Who's next?
I don't know if it was a 15
What are the
or
dimensions
18.
of it?
Okay.
Can we shimmy?
Oh, no, it was
no.
15 by
15.
15.
15 by
Oh,
15.
15 by 15. So that's large.
Yeah.
I'll go next.
Okay. Vadir's down.
Okay.
Daruk is down. I don't think I can carry you,
I'm
so I will send
climbing.
the broom up after you.
I'm climbing. Yeah.
Oh, he's climbing
Okay.
down.
Athletics
I
check
will-
for me.
I fly Tonk down,
Okay.
and I can't carry you.
Right. I figured it out.
You're like 500, right? Or something.
Something like that. I'm like, yeah, 420. Blaze.
Slays it. On brand for the green in the room.
420 can't raise it.
Yeah.
15 to climb down.
Okay. It's a little tough, but you're able to kind of descend down without too much difficulty.
Use your horns as leverage.
That was a 3 on a dice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just
So,
yeah. Hold
what will
myself
you
to
be
the
doing then?
horns.
I'm gonna be trying to climb down too, but I don't know about this roll. So
Can I
what'd you say?
assist?
Athletics?
Yes.
Okay. Well, 17 altogether.
17. Yeah.
Oh,
Rolled a 10, but I got
Can
it
I
at
assist
7.
him? Can
Nice.
I like put a rope in the top and then or
You got
hold the rope
17.
as he goes down?
As you go to look to see how Ward's doing, you see, he's going behind you, but you see he's actually he's managing pretty well.
Okay. I didn't hear that.
In fact, you're like, he's actually doing just about as good as I am. Damn. So, as you get to the bottom, you're all there now at this point. Does anybody's passive perception exceed a 20? I don't believe so, but I just want to ask.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So the one thing you all do notice is that the hum ever present down here, but you also feel that there's a slight vibration in the soil itself as you kind of step. It's not enough to be alarmed about or anything, but you feel it. It's a little alarming, but
Bees are pissed.
but it's not anything like an earthquake or anything. That you
We
have to be
kicked
worried
the hive. What do you think? Big hole, little hole? Throwing a hot dog down the hallway, or?
All right. Do I hear any changes from the hole that I'm scoping out?
Which one are you scoping out?
It was the one that had the chittery, the loud noises.
Oh, Okay, so you're looking at the one that goes upward then.
Yeah, that was the whole. Oh, I was trying to be close, but kind of a little bit of cover, a little watching and listening if anything was coming from that direction.
Okay, right. Which that one's coming from a ceiling
Yeah.
opening, ceiling tunnel. So as you kind of listen upward, you can hear the echoing of Kritsar chatter coming from. Honestly, it's kind of hard to guess exactly what distance it would be, but it sounds like a large cavern as you can hear the echoing bouncing off of just a very large cavernous wall. And you can hear what sounds like, dozens of voices.
You should definitely head out there, ask them a question, but before they can answer, stab them in the face.
All like 30 of them.
Yeah,
That's 30 opportunities.
30 opportunities.
30 little bits of information.
Yeah.
If they can get it out in time. It's like a
Let's
speed
play a
run.
game. I'll ask you a question. You answer.
Before I stab you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that part out.
Oh.
You ask the question. You answer the question.
True.
The person
If
ahead
it's
of
a
you that I stabbed
surprise,
in the
it's
face.
a surprise round.
I knew I should have prepared Speak with Dead.
Okay. Back in character. I just hear him talking, all that. That's fine. I'm just gonna go. I guess I'll sneak over to the big hole and look down and see if I can see anything.
Okay. Looking down the larger one, you can see that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, those
You
are all.
said it
those
was
are all
up.
down.
I thought you said it was up.
He did say it was
The
up.
one he was sitting by listening
that
was
one was
up.
up.
Oh,
Now we're going to look down.
I understand.
Right? I'm on.
Yes.
That's what you were.
Yes.
Okay.
That hole,
100%.
oddly,
Okay.
exactly the same
So-
shape as the other hole that we
Right.
just
Yeah.
came through.
So, as you look down, you can see this kind of dull green glow to the light down there, and it also descends about a good 30, maybe 40 feet. Not entirely certain, but you can still feel that same quality of the air. You said you're looking down. So go to make a perception check.
Where did we see this green glow
No.
last? Wasn't it a couple sessions
Not
ago?
one.
Oh, okay. So that's what you
technically
got.
that's a 6.
It was a
Okay.
paper, right?
Then the information you have is
There
what you have.
was a glow bug.
Jesus
It was in the bulwark.
Christ. Annoyed at that one. I'm just gonna go look down the other one.
Okay. Perception check as well.
Just still standing here watching you frustratedly stare down the holes.
10. Jesus fuck.
Total?
Yes.
Do we
Okay.
need to go down or up?
It goes down about 15 feet.
Yeah, I think we were told the queen was.
And you can
down.
see the soil pretty
She's down
not
way.
rapidly, but it has a good slope to it, almost immediately. You can definitely pick up voices though, and you can hear what sound like a couple to a few Kritsar talking about keeping food safe.
It's not just me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're fine.
That's the food.
I put it under the table.
It's the clicking of the Kritsar.
Keep yeah, true. Keep the food safe. Keep materials if we need to fix the hive. Keep it all safe.
Which means we should burn it all.
Maybe not with us in it.
I'm gonna drop a fireball.
Smoke them out.
Again, not with us in it.
You seen those videos where they pour the molten aluminum down the anthill?
Yeah. Again,
Need a lot of
That's not it.
aluminum for this one.
did you notice how they weren't in those anthills when they poured aluminum down?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn to you guys. So this one seems like a storage run. The other hole, the big one, glows green.
And up was more.
Oh, up is a bunch of them. There's like 30 plus up. I don't know how that we would get to that quickly without being
Do I
swarmed.
have-
Well, what do we want to do, fam? Because we've been operating under the "don't leave anything behind us" principle.
Yeah, I'm not
Up
trying to
until
kill
this point.
30 of them right now.
Okay.
Especially when we're coming from below.
So we're gonna
And
let
we-
them come up behind us
They're not gonna know that we're here.
Yeah.
So
until we start blowing shit up.
just out of character, real quick. Can't you do like a delayed fireball?
No.
No.
That's a cliff. I don't have that.
Oh. I was gonna say you could set a sweet trap, just lure
I
them all
could
in and then
if
collapse
I'd
the
taken
tunnel.
that spell, which I didn't.
Right.
Because I took.
Right. So before they decide to
Haste.
come down here,
Hmm.
big green glowy hole or like storeroom hole?
Big green glowy
I
hole.
think green glowy.
That was my.
I always gotta go for big and green.
Right, it's something shiny. We gotta go check out the shiny.
The large
We be
ornaments.
goblins.
No, the storagey one is like 15. That one's like 40, so it's much farther down.
The
But-
number keeps growing every time.
Well, we keep going.
Yeah, we're getting
down.
deep, aren't we?
It was like 20, and then it was 30, and now it's 40.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Look,
Texting.
Doing
Hop on?
doing
anything we can
doing
fasten
it.
a rope to on this one?
You don't see a lot of surface. You could probably try and get it attached to something on the wall.
Like a pitten?
If
Yeah,
you want to
that would
have
work.
your gear and
I got a
anchor
pin.
you,
You got a pitten? May I borrow your pitten? I'm gonna try to hammer a pitten in.
Okay.
Yes.
um,
If you say pitten.
Is it
well,
pitten?
do you wanna
Please
fly
use my pitten.
What is it?
No, just how many times you said it.
Oh, okay. I
you
thought I was
please use
mispronouncing it. I'm not a rock climber, as you can tell.
Is that the one? Is it Piton?
Yes. There's the pitten.
Where's the python?
Would you like to hammer this piton?
Tone.
Yeah. So, what do you want for
Yeah.
the check to hammer it
Tall.
Sorry.
Tall.
I mean,
in?
a lot of the main rock climbing started in France.
Yeah, true.
Sneaky boy, do you
So,
wanna fly?
survival, athletics.
Okay.
Not athletics. This would be. Let's do a survival check. You could do strength based if you wanted to as well.
Base it off my strength?
Mhm.
Okay, well then I'll take the +3 from the strength instead of the +2 from the survival. So 14, 15, 16, 17.
17. Okay. So yeah, you take your
Nicely done.
warhammer, just find a good spot in the wall, and
Cool.
it slams in pretty well.
Rainier and I are slowly flying down the hole,
Piton?
by the way.
Piton.
He looked it up.
I did like that we
Take
were
the
trying to be quiet, so we're hammering things into walls.
It
Is
was
it
one
great?
single ting.
Yeah.
She cracked a soda, they didn't come running.
Yeah.
That was-
they
yeah,
didn't hear
that was-
it
that
because
was
we were all
in-game for
coughing,
sure.
which is
Yeah.
also non-conspicuous.
Right, yeah. That's, what were we gonna say? Yeah, I did it. I don't even have lungs. I'm just like, ting.
No, it's what you think a cough sounds like.
Except
Yeah.
it just comes out. Aha.
No, it comes out as like cough.
You're right.
Yeah.
You can see the quotes. Yeah, so I get that thing in there, fasten the rope. We have 50 feet of rope, yeah? Or how does a
Each
standard
one,
rope come?
each one should be 50
Alright.
feet.
I
Then
done
use-
gave you my rope, so you got 100.
Cool. So then I'll start rappelling. Is
Rainier
that what
and
it's
I
called
are
in rock
also
climbing?
Yeah.
holding
Rappelling?
down. Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Yes.
It is an easier DC since you have rope assisting
How
you.
long does athletics?
17 plus 7.
Until
17
forever.
plus 7?
Oh, you're well over.
I think
Okay.
you used
Yeah.
that
24, he says.
last time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so you do full on like the rock climbing, like jump, like bouncing off the wall,
You got
and
the
you got a
one
little bit of
hand-
room. So
one
yeah,
hand
you're
behind, one
able
hand
to-
in front.
Yep, slide on down.
We haven't rested, so.
Cool.
So,
And
as
we'd already flown down to the bottom.
Yeah.
okay, so
Would you mind
as-
bringing Tom?
I will go up for him. yeah.
Okay. He's just up there like, oh. He's
Yeah.
like Link at the top of the steps.
Right.
Yeah.
I figured Rainier would scout,
Don't
and then I
forget
just
me.
ferry people.
Okay.
I can
So-
set my broom up for you if you would like. Okay.
Like, take a flying
Um,
room? No. Climb down. Be a man.
Christian had a really good point. If you guys still have temporary hit points, those are still in effect until we take a short rest. So if you got temporary hit points from me when I cast that bardic thing,
I do
still
not
have
remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
you didn't.
Okay.
You didn't because you gave it to Tom.
That's right.
All right, so as everyone makes it down to the bottom of this next tunnel, you find yourselves in a long corridor, one with the same kind of rocky walls that you'd seen before. However, one thing you do note is that the floor, ceilings, and walls are all covered in this iridescent glowing, or sorry, not iridescent, bioluminescent glowing webbing that emits this kind of pulsating pattern
Ooh.
down the hallway.
Oh, that's Tron trippy.
Let's
Um,
go ahead and...
I take samples for great science.
Okay.
Things I hated.
Thanks, I love
Do I need to send you another
I never get
Discord gift?
No.
Oh, you can, yeah. What'd you get?
24.
Yeah, you're good too. You do the same, yeah. Both you and Ward are like, we got this.
And Hadir and Daruk are now on the ground. And so is Tonk.
How many copies, Joe?
But yeah, I take samples
Thank you
of
for
that
flying my shuttle
bioluminescent,
with us.
Okay.
luminescent
And just set off
pulsing
the
web.
alarm.
Survival check.
Yep.
Not
No, you don't get to err on the side of caution
15.
now, suddenly, this
You get a
late
little
in the
bit of it.
game.
Can you tell me what your resistances are?
You can't change your MO now.
That's gonna be on the
Remember
left
how
side,
we
right?
came in here by
It'll
sending
be-
a
it'll be
giant
next to
rock
your shield
knowledge
icon.
up to the front door, and then we just kind of ran.
Poison,
in?
disease, magical sleep.
Okay, so you're resistant to poison.
Pretty
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
So you take a bit of sample of it, and you can kind of feel this weird effect, but you're not sure what it was, but you don't have any sort of ill effect come over you. But you
Be
feel,
enough to alert me to
something.
warn the meat bags.
Potentially.
No, we're meatbags now.
You feel like if,
Developing a personality.
yeah, you feel like if your constitution wasn't what it was by being warforged, you may be affected by this. You don't know exactly
Okay.
how, but you feel like there could be something.
So as I'm scraping samples and putting it in a vial, I'll tell them, it's probably best if we don't touch this. There's something odd about it.
Wait, we're not touching the glowing green spider webs?
Yes.
They're just on the ceiling, like we could go underneath them.
Floor,
Like on
ceilings,
the-
and walls, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Torch it.
Yeah, probably best to not make contact with your skin.
Sure, let's set the entire tunnel alight. I'm sure nothing bad will
I
happen.
mean,
you
how are
want
we
me to
gonna
set
get
it
along
on
if it's all on the floor and stuff?
Well, we don't even know if it's chemical composition will let it burn out or will it just burn long
I
like
could do one of two
napalm.
things. I can hit it with fire, or I could cast detect magic and see if it's magical, but there's no guarantee that it's not just biological, whatever it is. Something hooped, glowing green webs. Can happen. Y'all tell me what you want.
What you really, really want?
Yeah.
Let's see, let's look into the spell list.
I could hit it a little bit with fire. Like just the corner.
To test, scientifically to see if it's flammable and will consume with fire or just remain on fire endlessly, we could take one of my samples and let you hit it with a fire spell.
Sure. Let's put
that
it in the
fine?
corner.
DM. Is that fine?
What do you want to do?
Okay. Well, I was just making sure that we could do this. Ooh, what if it detonates?
And shoots us down
And
the hallway.
then
For
then
science!
Then we die for science.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll take out one of this. How many samples did I get? 2 vials.
We'll say you get 2.
All
That's
right.
fair.
I'll take one of the vials and I'll empty it out on a rock, away
the
from the
corner
rest,
over there?
away from the rest
Yeah.
of it that I collected it from.
Okay. Everybody.
and then I will
take,
step back.
Take a generous step back,
I will shield up.
or 3. And I'll hit it with a firebolt.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do you have prestidigitation?
I do.
You could produce flame with that, like a candle.
I'll do that.
Okay. Sure.
What do I do?
You don't roll. You would basically just create like in the
In the
like
movie.
You basically just create a flame on your finger and then
I have to touch it.
No. You can float it. Can't she
I
float
can
it?
use druidcraft
I don't
also,
think
like
so.
what
I
do.
could be
Because
wrong.
you
Can I
can
cast it
snap
through mage
candles
hand?
into fire.
Oh right, because there's a range component to it. So
Can I
that's
cast
the
it
question.
through mage hand?
What's that?
Can I cast prestidigitation by a mage hand?
No.
No.
Yeah, essentially you can light candles
From a distance.
from a distance, so you should be able to do that. Just treat it as a wick.
Yep, 10 feet. Yep, that works.
All right, I will step back 10 feet, which is probably really all the room I have anyway.
I can like
And
stuff
all.
with druidcraft too.
Light it on fire
yeah, true.
with prestidigitation.
Okay.
It's on fire.
Okay. So yeah, you cast this tiny little flame, and you see it like an ember, tiny little spark goes over to it. You see this tiny explosion go off.
Ooh, that was a good call.
Okay. All right. Yep. Good idea.
Imagine if you would have hit it
Always
with a
test it on
firebolt.
a small space before you put it on a large area.
Oh, so we doing this? And like start like
You like walk
Let's
over to
light
the
this candle.
Maybe we should climb back up and just
Explosion
from around
ready.
the
I could do that.
Fire in the hole.
I could do that. Do you guys want to go back up and
Worth-
then I can
Worth note, it did actually produce a green flame too.
green flame?
Must be an old joke that I'm not in
It's
on.
an Acquisitions Incorporated
Yeah.
joke. I can fly. We can all go back up, and I can fly down, do a firebolt, and just no look shoot it, and then fly back up.
We are aware this is gonna be loud.
Well, is this the way
Well,
we
we
wanna
ain't here
go?
to have a tea party, so
it may also collapse the tunnel.
Yeah.
Or
Or
since
many
it
tunnels.
doesn't bother you, you could just cut a path. We follow you.
cut a path?
I
Like,
don't know. Shuffle your feet.
How long was the path?
On the table, you've got.
Oh,
lot.
yeah, that looks like a lot. I
What
didn't
used
even
to
know
be.
that was up there.
Yeah.
Or we can just go back down the other tunnel.
Or no, never mind. I don't have that many spell slots.
I've literally
Does
never
anyone
wanted
have
this
Misty
entire
Step?
campaign. I do.
Okay.
I've
So
literally
2.
never wanted
You have Thunderstep.
the spell where you
It's
like
too far.
make
You'd
a
be misty
line of
stepping in the
swords
middle of it.
until this moment. Tell me.
Or
Like
even
wall
like
of swords?
Da Vinci.
Yeah.
What were you
Oh.
saying?
It'd be too far. You would be misty stepping or
Then it would just
thunder
be
stepping
like-
into it.
Okay.
Clear the path.
It's only like it's only 30 feet.
I see. Well,
We're going to bet that this is like leading to something important, though.
I think so because this is like a defense system.
Hmm.
Is this an area or just one creature? Nope, it's just one creature. Never mind.
Well, do we want to give Ward a swatting stick and just have him?
Let me use your broom.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
No.
that's what you use broom for.
No.
You can use my sword if you want.
I'll say this.
Wait a second, I
You feel
have-
like, even with that suggestion, even though it wasn't real, it would probably stick to the broom, and then you have your broom stuck in whatever this is.
Yeah.
As it is. Much more than just normal spider webs.
Yeah.
Would Aura Vitality help us as a bonus action to cause? Oh, it's just one creature, and then we're including me to gain 2d6 hit points. Never mind. I thought it was like an aura.
Hmm.
Why is it called Aura Vitality?
Yeah. Affects 2 people. It's an aura. I'm like, really?
Mm,
Only in the very strictest of sense.
I have no spells that are helpful here.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking through mine too.
Would anybody want to try some more experimentation?
yeah, for sure.
Oh, we could try to freeze it and see if that, and then hit it with something.
Yeah, I will. I'll take out the other sample, set it on a rock, and then ray of frost it.
Okay.
See what happens to it.
So you release the spell. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. Oof, that's not good. Like a spell attack?
Yep.
10.
10. That's enough. It's just an object, so it's just, can you actually
Okay.
physically
Not
hit
miss it.
Yeah. So as you send off the ray, you see it temporarily dims a bit and then pulses again. Doesn't appear to have any real effect on it.
Okay.
So it like immediately melted, like the frost immediately melted. Or...
It didn't melt. It kind of like well, I guess yeah. It didn't freeze it. It like dimmed the light and then it
So,
went back to normal.
since Ray of Frost is a ray and it is a cantrip, can I walk and continuously cast it?
Every 6 seconds, yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Okay.
I'm going to experiment with that. I'm going to start making my way in, and I'm just going to try to make a little stepping stone as I go continuously.
Okay.
Do you want me to also help? I have
If you
that.
can, yeah.
I can make it double in size, or I can do one ahead of you. So you can...
Oh, double in size. That's helpful for everybody else. Can you walk backwards and do it so they can follow you?
Probably.
Can we see the end of the tunnel?
You cannot. I think actually Vidir. Not where you're currently at. No.
Okay.
But as far as you can see, the webbing extends.
Why not try? Well, because like you'd have to walk through it anyway, right? So you would essentially be breaking them as you would be creating your path. So do you want to try freezing it and then hitting it, see if it still explodes?
Oh, like shattering the frozen webs as they're frozen?
Hmm.
Yeah, can I try that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna, as I approach the line where it starts, I'll freeze it and then hit it with the hammer.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. What do I add to just the D20 for an attack roll? I'm
just,
using my
just your normal, like D20 plus whatever your weapon is, whatever you're going to be hitting it with.
+9. Okay. 21.
Okay. Yeah. So you freeze a bit of it and hit it with your hammer and kind of pull some of the webbing away. Doesn't really have any sort of additional effect.
Okay.
Did you still have the same feeling healing? Well, you didn't actually touch it though, right?
No, I didn't. I'll pick up some of the chilly shards of the web.
Okay.
Does it have the same vibe to it as it did before?
Yes, and in fact, actually, it kind of the frost that encompass it actually dissipates. You can see it's kind of back to its normal webby texture.
Okay. I still have light on my hammer. Can I hold my lighted hammer up real close to it and see if it has any sort of reaction?
Okay, sure. Yeah, you kind of hold it up and take a look. You notice the light on your hammer kind of flickers a bit, but it doesn't go out, but it doesn't change though either.
Can I roll Arcana to see if this is necrotic in nature?
Yeah, sure.
14.
14. It's not necrotic, but it's strange. It defies kind of really your knowledge about magic and magic adjacent materials.
So I get the sense it's more biological in nature.
It is, yeah, but it has some sort of weird interaction with magic. That much you can tell.
Gotcha. Okay, running out of ideas. I cast Mending on it.
We might have to just go through it.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't understand what was wrong with the shuffling the feet and making a pathway to follow you.
Because you still have to touch it. Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
I'm resistant. I'm not immune, but
Because we just light it.
Then fine. I'm about ready to pull out my sword
well,
and set it on fire.
I
And
don't care.
Uh,
Just light it.
I could.
That's
Either
it.
that, or we go back
This
up
ends
and go down the other
Moonstone
tunnel.
Guard.
nah, this is
You
the
guys jump
tunnel.
back up the hole. I'll light it.
That's what he wants to do.
You should light. How close can you be to it before you light it?
Do we
I have a
understand
torch.
how?
We have torches. I can just light
I
Explosions
got
and tunnels
120 feet.
I
Like,
could-
if
pressure
we're igniting
works.
this thing, I'll just shoot a firebolt at it.
I
From a
could
safe
maybe
distance.
use gust of wind and try to break a path that way, but I don't.
Is it webby or is it hard webby, like plastic webby?
Webby.
So yeah, could you try to blow
But
it?
like webby, but like it's like sticky webby. Okay. Like adhesive.
Is
Do you
it?
want me to use prestidigitation
So you said it's
first
everywhere,
and do it
but is
on
it more
top
of like
land to see if it
encasing
even moves?
the walls of the tunnel, or is it like
Hey,
crisscrossing
use a spell
everything?
slot.
Encasing the
Yeah.
walls. You have a clear path
It's
through
only
it.
a second.
It's just everywhere around, like it's just okay.
But-
Correct.
If you want to try that, I'm
And it
game.
lasts for a little while.
Christian, make
That's for a
an
minute.
Arcana check for me.
Alright. This is gonna go. No, I'm gonna use this one. 11.
One thing you haven't tried yet.
Wind?
Not wind.
lightning.
Oh, lightning? I could try.
Ka-chow.
Well, hold on though. My only spell that does lightning damage is Call Lightning. Which I can't see the sky.
Okay.
You technically don't have to see this guy, but it is also way too small
Wait.
to encompass
Right,
a cloud.
right.
Hmm.
I can cast a firebolt and use a sorcery point to change it into lightning damage.
Try that,
Yeah,
Okay, before we do that,
because that could still produce an explosion.
I
okay.
could also try poison. Do you do poison?
I feel like it is poison.
I'll walk up to the web. Do
Yeah.
you do poison?
Do you have anything?
Do you actually walk up to it and ask?
that
No.
does
Okay.
lightning damage? Or?
Yeah, I have a lightning lure as a cantrip.
Okay.
That's gonna pull it to
Try
me.
that on a sample or something?
Yeah, can I take another sample?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll give that
How
one
about-
free. You've been able to carve off part of it.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, if you wanted me to carve it, I have a sword that has ice
Oh,
element to it.
that's pretty slick. No, I
That
think I
is
got
very
it.
large.
Yeah.
That is very large.
I think I got
Does
it.
not
with the,
require me to
camper's
just
knife.
He said it's slick, it's a
Yeah.
nice sword.
Yeah.
super slick. Super slick.
Yeah, I'll take a sample,
Okay.
set it down behind us in the testing zone,
Okay.
and I will.
Yeah.
With lightning lure, can I choose to make it come to me, or can I just be like I just hit it with the lightning lure?
You just hit it with a lightning lure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I will hit it with the lightning lure.
Okay. I think there's a Is there a save involved with that, or is it an attack roll?
Strength savings throw.
Okay.
Or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me.
Well, it is webbing, so there's no strength saving throw that it can make. So, as you kind of tether that lightning from yourself to it and trying to yank it, you see it just shatter into pieces and rip into shreds.
Oh, beautiful. You guys nailed it. It worked.
Woohoo!
So then I'll just turn and
Yeah.
be like, stand aside. We'll start auto casting lightning lure
Okay.
down the tunnel, as like making a circle around the tunnel just to knock it off the roofs and the walls as we go.
Okay, sure. So, as you see this kind of almost like a pinwheel of lightning lore just being cast around and around and around, it's just arcing into and shredding the bits of webbing off the wall and just.
It's like a
And-
weed eater.
Yeah, exactly.
Sir, glad you didn't pull out your fire sword and poke it.
Ooh.
Okay. So, at about halfway through, it's working pretty well. Who has the highest passive perception?
Not me.
Minus 18.
He's got it, then I have a 16.
That one.
Right. Christian, you hear what sounds like chatter coming from behind you.
They've been
I
alerted.
knew it.
Because we took 5 years to.
No, because we touched the web that clearly is going to make them be like, hey, those are alarms, you know?
And as
And we also keep casting lightning stuff.
Right.
I'm sure it goes ka-chow.
Ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow.
as you hear it, sounds like it's getting louder.
I will look at the group and say, I think we have incoming. And
If we look up at the hole, or do we see stuff in there?
So one of you peels back to look up?
Yeah, I'll look up the hole.
Okay. You can see what look like a couple bodies coming around the edge of the tunnel, and then a couple more and more and more.
They're pouring in.
Pull out my mortar.
Okay, Ward, keep clearing
Okay.
the path. Everyone else, gird your loins.
Yeah, I'm just walking forward.
How
Got
wide
my
is
little
this hole?
Tesla thing
Yep.
out, you know, and it's like pss, 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 pss.
15?
Now, so you want to fire the mortar?
They're coming.
In the tunnel.
Yeah. So, what? Well, I'll just ask this
Mop.
before too many get down.
Mop.
What element are you choosing?
Christian, drink.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Chris. Let's see. Tony.
I could use one. Yeah.
Mountain Dew.
I'll take a Coke.
How many are like
Top.
going down the tunnel?
That's all.
You can see
You right.
like 6 that have come off the corner and are like currently moving down the tunnel.
Does it look like there's more?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where are we? Can you move us
In fact,
where
you see
we are?
one that's notably larger than the others that is now coming down. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you also
How high was the? How tall is
40.
40
40 feet up to the top of the tunnel.
to the top of the tunnel?
I
Yep.
thought that was gonna be heavier.
That's like, is that the full size of the tunnel, 40 feet, or is it like where I'm standing, like the floor where I'm standing at to the top is 40?
Full size. So from you to the top of the ceiling, 40 feet. Or to the top of the tunnel. Obviously, the area that you came from extends by another 10 feet. So
Yeah.
you're probably a good like 60 feet from your feet to the top of the ceiling.
Okay, so just the tunnel is 40 feet, not where
Correct.
I'm at.
Right.
I'd like to be Istoria bombardment.
Okay.
So a 20-foot radius,
Mm-hmm.
40-foot high cylinder.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just so.
so fill the whole.
Yeah. So this is a different effect. So what you see. So go ahead and tell me which element you choose, and then I'll narrate what it looks like.
What do you think? Fire?
What do you
or
think?
cold?
Fireworks pretty good
Cold,
on
no cold. No cold, no necrotic. Because traditionally they've been.
Yeah. Because the only choices I have are acid, cold, and fire. So-
Acid could be fun.
They could also be resistant.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say that's.
but-
We know it fireworks.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we also know from the samples that I took when we were at the hut that with a strong enough acid, it dissolves their resin. So
I'll do fire, because we know that that's good.
Okay.
everything burns
Fired good.
Fire.
Almost everything.
except for trees. Apparently, ironwood trees.
Except for trees and
You knew
several
the
other
name, too.
things
Well
that
done.
we've gone up against, like fire genies.
Right.
Yeah. That stuff you're like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Trees, though. What the hell, Tony? Fair.
Of all things.
Fair.
What's next?
To a
Paper?
fire.
Ironwood paper? Well, paper
Where
made
does
from
it end,
ironwood
Tony?
pulp.
Where does it end?
Yeah, right.
So this is
Paper holds an
each
electric charge.
creature in the area is going to have to make a DC 15 Dex save.
Okay.
Let me do a
Nice.
This is going to be beautiful.
Yeah. I just did a group save. Well, 5 on the dice, so.
They failed.
Yeah.
So that is 5. It is going to be 5d8 fire damage
Oh, okay.
Oh.
for the entire
Mm-hmm.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, so. Is that what you say?
Yep.
Perfect, okay.
Sorry. Cord fall off.
You're fine.
26.
Okay.
That's a fire damage.
Exceeds their actual normal hit points as well. So, as. You know what? Do you want to narrate what happens here?
I look up and I see all these crits are just starting to come down the hole. I'm just like, oh no, not today, brother. And I pull up the corner, and I just like kneel down and like aim it straight up,
Mm.
and then launch it,
Mm.
and then it goes up, and roughly like halfway through, it detonates, and then fills up the whole 40-foot tunnel
Yeah.
with a 20-foot radius, which exceeds like the actual size.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Is that Graves ulti?
Yeah.
And then it just like fire engulfs it.
Yeah. So with an explosion of fire out the top and a bit out the bottom too, you're fine. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
just the embers get you, but you're loving it at that moment. You see then a few. Let's see, it would be 6 of the normal crits bodies just fall down, falling down with almost basically just in embers at that point, landing at your feet, just completely incinerated. You still hear more coming though.
This man took his
Can you
xenomorph
shoot
fantasy to
one
another
into the
level.
room?
Yeah.
What was that?
Can you shoot another one into the room?
I could shoot another one like up to the top.
And then explode it?
Yeah, just like nuke
Like a
it.
delayed explosion? Or delayed
Yeah,
round?
I mean, I can shoot another one up there. It's a 20-foot radius, so it's only going to get stuff like at the edge of the circle or at the edge of the tunnel.
It'll also hit the roof as well because the roof's only
Well,
10
how
foot
far does
high
it
from the
shoot?
top of the tunnel.
Huh?
How far up does it shoot?
I can shoot it to a point I can see within 60 feet.
So you could shoot it to the roof of where we came out.
Yeah.
And it would detonate and fill 40 feet of that room, right?
Pussy.
No, it's 40-foot high cylinder, 20-foot radius.
Oh, it's a cylinder. Okay.
So
Got it.
as you hear more coming, you fire a second shot off.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that.
Yeah, I could shoot another one.
Hearing
If you
another
want
explosion detonate. Yeah, you hear screeching, hearing echoing from the tunnel. At this point, Ward, you've cleared out the rest of your way forward.
I'm like, come with me if you want to leave.
And Orgarian, you can see a few more of the just crits are husks now at this point. The charred remains landing at the bottom of the tunnel. One of the larger ones also slams on the ground. You can see its physicality. Lambert, can I have you make a survival check? As you've studied the crits are.
Dirty 19.
19. This one's a bit larger. It has a bit more armored carapace to it, but you note that it also has these large kind of spines sticking out of its arm. Of both of them. And it's different from the warriors you've seen before, for sure. You don't know what this...
Spines this way, or
Mhm.
spines this? Okay.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Out-
Baraka
Yes, Baraka is a
Okay.
great example.
Oh, what? Who?
from Mortal Kombat.
But as the path is cleared, you all begin running forward, deeper into the hive.
Yeah.
No, I feel like we've gone far enough. Let's
Right,
just
yeah,
start
yeah,
getting
back
called
up,
in.
yeah.
Ooh.
This is who we're here for.
After just a few moments of you moving forward, probably a good, just 10, 15 seconds, as everyone begins moving forward, you hear that kind of collapsing, rumbling sound behind you. As the fire damage that had been dealt to the chamber behind it has caused a cave-in, blocking off your path outward from this way.
Well, that's
Figured that was going to happen.
But it stops him from pushing down towards us too.
Sure.
Just whatever's behind us already.
Yeah, and
Only way
from what you
forward
heard,
is forward.
30 may have been a conservative number to guess is how many were behind you. So, as you continue down,
Other ways out.
Multi-kill.
yeah,
Nicely done.
Kill the Manjaro.
you move down the tunnel,
Spectacular.
ward, yeah, continuing the arcing circles to strike out any of this weird, sickly green webbing that has lined the tunnel. And we'll go to the next map.
And then...
Yeah. So,
Like more than 25, you gotta do it.
as the pathway clears, you find yourselves at a crossroads. A pathway to your left and a pathway to your right. And we
To the left.
are updated.
Shake it around, shake it to the right.
It should be seen, hopefully.
Yeah, I see a T shape.
Yep. So, again, could I have... Actually, Christian, your passive perception is probably it is the highest. And at this point, with you being further down in the hive, you hear the hum, and it is unmistakable now at this point. It's ever present, and you can hear it's stronger off to your right.
I will point that out, that the hum from the right is stronger.
To the right.
I'm
it is, I
assuming,
guess.
yeah, I want to probably go toward it.
Can
I
we-
would think.
Can I
Go
tell-
running ahead.
Is your hag sense tingling or anything
Oh.
over there?
Actually, I'm gonna look.
Yeah, is your finger freaking out?
Go home, finger.
Oh,
Go
you're.
home.
Oh, so you're looking at the vial? The finger is going crazy. You see, like it's trying to like break out the top of the cork. Just ding, ding, ding.
If you let it out, will that thing lead us where we have to go?
Yeah, but who knows how fast it'll go.
It'll just like
Yeah,
fall
that's
on the
fair.
ground like a worm.
Yeah.
So,
But it,
like, go home. Which way? Which way?
Mm.
Well, like,
You're asking the finger to point the way.
So, like, are you
Make
doing
a
this
per-
number? And if
make
it's
a
not
persuasion
moving,
check.
it can go like beep 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 beep. It's like a whole finger, right? Like you could just.
persuasion
Do you want to go to your home?
is a 19.
Okay.
Careful what you do here, because you're just telling us that
so-
this finger has sentience.
As you're kind of trying to divine, well, it's not just I'm not making him actually like persuade the finger to tell him
Okay.
the direction, but as you're trying to like divine its intent and see what it, I guess insight would have been more appropriate, but you should kind of like hold it up and like go to the left, go to the right. You feel like it's actually trying to hop out of the vial to the right.
Alright, well. Damn, I kind of. Because I was gonna sneak my head around this corner and see what's there.
I go,
But-
To the
I
right.
go running
to the
ahead to the right, sprinting.
You do?
No.
To the
I
right,
do.
To the right. Every hag we know in a box to the right.
Alright, well. Haggy
I'll
bitches
lay
to
it
the right.
Yeah.
Okay. You once again see that resin cast bit of lumber with, again, resin kind of built within it. Seems almost like a reinforced kind of corner to a wall. And as you continue forward, the tunnel kind of weaves left and right with hard angles. What's up?
Since we're through the webbing, one of you want to turn around and light it on fire now?
That is potentially going to collapse the tunnel behind us.
You've also ripped apart most of it now at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
It's
thought
been
it was.
arcing through, it's been shredding out.
I thought it was still like solid on the top.
No.
No,
I assumed you were shredding
No,
it
I was
too.
doing a full.
Right.
Oh.
I don't even know how to
Went full
say
weed
that
whacker.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
good detail to actually mention that you did that, because if you hadn't, there would have been another effect possibly that everyone would have to roll for. So,
Tell us after the game.
yeah, sure. So,
That's all this is. It's just holes on holes.
now, as you venture forward,
So many holes.
you find another hole leading downward, and another pathway to your left.
So we went this way towards the hole, kind of out of the web area this way.
Yes, yeah, you kind of. Yeah.
These little things here on the sides, more supply depots.
As far as you can tell, yeah, it looks like this kind of. Let me double check because I wasn't sure if we were going to get to this tonight, so I need to pull up the picture itself.
we're just gonna be fighting off waves of crit stars?
Honestly, I wasn't certain. Okay, right. So, yes, this looks like more of that reinforced bits of log that have resin cast over them.
Okay. And
also
the resin's
within that
holding
kind
it to
of-
the wall?
Yes. It's kind of there's like that same cellular wall keeping all of it kind of tucked away.
Okay. I'm going to lightning lure the resin, and if I hit, I'm going to pull it to me to try to release the logs and
Okay.
such.
Sure. I'll tell you what. No roll involved. As you cast out lightning lure, it rips in through the wall and kind of pulls out these logs, and you see it looks like kind of like logs with this resin attached to it. Rips all of it out and rips it out of this kind of tucked away cubby hole. But all of it just kind of spills outward.
Okay. Ren, would you mind setting this ablaze? It could be that they're just collecting resources, but it also could be that they're gathering resources for a nefarious machination. They might be building something we don't want.
You got it.
So we should
Ablaze it.
destroy all these on the way.
Okay.
Firebolt. Firebolt, however many firebolts
Yeah,
it
like
takes
there,
for
I mean,
Okay,
there's
sure.
3 of them. Are
Stay
you gonna
caught
let
on
us
fire.
get them?
They were just
Yeah.
trying to get ready for
So
Burning
there's
Man.
one that's quite a bit larger than the other two, but yeah, as you kind of rip through the tucked away
Burning
ones, send a firebolt off into one of them, and it kind of starts a small fire. Next one, same. Okay, so as you walk forward, you see another tunnel that leads downward. It's probably good, 5 by 5, maybe a little bit more way that leads down. Probably a little bit more, probably closer to like 8 by 8, but not full on 10 by 10. Getting to the point. Passive
more-
perceptions for whoever is looking into it.
30.
18.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
13.
We're all just around the hole.
Yeah, I'll give it to these two first, since they walked over first. As you kind of peer over it, the stench of decay, like rotting flesh, just wafts over your face as you kind of lean over and kind of recoil from it, as it is rancid.
So the line from Demolition Man about biscuits and gravy.
Don't remember that.
I
Okay.
held it in.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna roll a Constitution to see if I
Uh,
just puke.
It's fair. I probably should have written that in.
Does the hum seem like it gets more prominent coming from the hole or from farther down the?
It
way?
sounds further down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm not going down that hole. It's not happening. That's
Can I
that's.
light my pipe to cover the smell?
Yeah, I don't think anything good is down there or anything that we're really looking for.
Is the tunnel that we're currently in being filled with smoke from the burning debris?
There's a bit of accumulation, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like lighting a fire underground was not the best decision we did.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got granting us cover too, and I don't have to breathe, meatbags.
Can I do a quick check on that side of the tunnel?
Which side?
Going where we would have gone left, instead of checking here just to check
Oh
on
yeah,
that
should
side
we
too.
kind of like peering around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you look farther out, which your dark vision does lend itself to get a little bit farther in distance, you can see what kind of looks like these cellular walls that kind of extend out from the larger, the larger rock, earth, and earthenwork ones. And as you look outward, as everyone kind of crept around the corner, looking down, you see some crits are kind of moving about that didn't happen to take notice of you since I rolled low on their perception checks, which again, lucky. But you see those also really similarly, creatures similar to the ones you saw flying through the forest. Large ones that are grounded right now, but they look almost like they're tucked away within these hidey holes, almost like stables.
Okay.
Not hidey holes, stalls.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
There you go.
So it was just you that looked over there, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick check, back check. Quick check, back check. Paycheck.
Yeah. You see probably, you see like 6 or 7 of them walking around there.
Are they wounces, worm mounts, wounce?
Alaskan bullworm.
Horses.
Horses.
I will relay that to the group to do with whatever you will.
Stab first, ask questions later.
But they're horsies.
One of two things is going to happen. We're either going to get to the hag and everything's going to come in behind us, or we'll get lucky, we'll get to the hag and we can fight
Are
against
they
the hag
ugly,
and they won't make
Tony?
it till she's dead.
They look like
Yes.
earwigs. If you're familiar
I will
with the
light them on fire.
Okay.
So you're gonna backtrack and attack them?
Huh?
You're gonna backtrack and attack them?
I mean, I don't have to. I can just really far away.
I mean, they were just minding their own business, right?
They have not
Sporkers.
taken notice of you as of yet, miraculously, since I have rolled really bad on my perception checks so far tonight, which is just slightly infuriating, but that's how the dice goes.
Did you say there were 6 or 7 crits are, or 6 or 7 of the earwigs?
6 or 7 crits are. You do not have a count currently since you weren't able to really get a full vision. Granted, I've revealed more of the map that you can see it, but there are 5 of those earwig-like creatures.
That's what I was calling. I don't have to.
As whatever
Oh,
the
there it
party
is,
would
by
like
my
to do.
What
I
does
think
the
we
party
should-
want to do?
I think we should continue towards the humming and stop it. I have a feeling it's like a resonation chamber that's giving instructions to everybody.
Hive mind.
We cut off the head. The rest of them will just.
Fall over? Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or rebel
I
Go
think-
about
against the
their-
hag.
Go about their daily lives.
You enslaved us, you bitch.
But unviolent.
I think I'm willing to risk them coming in behind us if we potentially don't have to deal with them at all.
And then also, we could strategize to like cave in the entrance behind us in some form or fashion.
When we
So
get
it's
to
just
it.
us and the hag, and whatever she can conjure up.
Yeah, we already came back the way we came anyway, so.
I mean, to
Alright.
be honest, I'm not all that worried about the crits are if they wanted to come into a fight.
Right.
I mean, an action economy.
Well, they're.
Well,
I assume they're in like this middle cubby. Can I stealth forward and see what's ahead of us?
Sure. So as you walk forward,
Oh, that's a nat 20, sir. That is a 29.
You never have existed.
The end
in
of a
this
hallway.
campaign.
Nobody's seen you ever. In fact, we don't
Oh.
even know you
You're
exist.
gone
Yep.
from all of
What a
history.
worthless stealth check.
Yep.
Right.
You
That
find
nat
a
20.
yeah another one of those like 15 by 15 pathways that lead downward.
What did he say? Yeah.
He stealthed to a hole.
Amazing.
But as you look downward, you can see another probably 20 feet that goes down.
And the
before-
humming's coming from there.
Oh yeah, it's unmistakable.
I'm gonna come back and just go, hey, let's get in the hole. And hopefully scare the shit out of him because I didn't know I left.
True.
Who
you
the
still
hell are you?
You said
Whoa!
15, 20 feet.
Yep.
I attempt
Which way
to,
are you?
yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
attempt
guessing-
to-
hole.
The hole didn't have
I
the
can't see
horrific
finger.
smell the other one did?
This one, it's present, but it's not nearly as bad as the other one.
That must be where they throw their dead. Yeah, I attempt to install another baton.
Okay. Go ahead and make another check.
Who else has rope?
I mean,
I
he has
also
my
have rope.
50 feet, so.
We used your 50 feet
think.
on the last hole. We used my 50 feet to get in here in the
Well,
first
I-
place.
So
feel
why
like
don't
we
we
would've
bring the
brought them
rope
back.
with us?
Because it's pitting to the top of the thing, and if it can hold our weight getting us down, we're not pulling it out.
Well, if we only needed 40 feet, then you still have my 50 feet.
Okay.
Watch this movie from additional providers.
I do have 50 feet of rope.
Okay.
What was I rolling for? I mean, I know what I was rolling for, but what do I roll? What am I adding?
Strength.
Strength. Okay.
Yeah. Strength check.
15.
Okay. Yeah. So once again, tink. Drive the button in. Baton. And baton.
We're French now.
It's the
We-
sound.
What, the hooping?
It's the sounds it makes whenever you nail it to the ground. Baton.
There we go. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Maybe that is how it was named.
Yeah.
Alright.
So with the drove into the earth, you have a solid anchor point. You're free to descend as you like.
So
So we
Strength
use
or
my rope
athletics?
this time?
Yep.
not
I
good.
will remove the rope from my inventory.
I'm gonna go ahead and just give it to you.
You are?
We'll fast track the traveling down tunnel holes.
Okay, good,
Yay!
because I rolled like shit.
If you have a rope, make it down. We'll just leave it at that.
Have a
If you
broom.
don't have a rope, you have a broom, then we'll add time to it. But
Have rope will travel.
yes.
We'll just
I gotta climb down the rope though.
Yeah. Well, because you want to It's fair. So yeah, if you want to roll, just tell me after the fact.
The fairy princess I am.
Okay, so we're down. Next map.
So, as you get down to the bottom of this tunnel, you find yourselves at a corner
No, not the dreaded corner.
with pathways leading to
Darkness.
your old friend.
Oh, jinx.
You owe me 20.
Yeah, true. To the left and right. And as you look to your right, you see another couple of those resin walls that end eventually in another tunnel that heads downward. And to your left, you see what looks like a sand pit with these kind of curving slopes that lead downward towards the center. Scattered amongst the pit are bones.
If you look for them,
no.
then you will attract the worm.
Wait, what was the big hole? That thing?
It's like a sand pit that has like, it looks like a spiral towards the center,
It's a sandy
and it's
hole.
surrounded by bones. Something feast here.
No, there's not. There's nothing in there. It's safe.
Right.
I don't know what about this scenario makes you worried.
Go poke it, cat. The
We're
litter
from the
box.
desert.
It's a litter box. Scoop it. You gotta make this face when you're in it.
Is make direct and awkward eye contact.
Whatever's in there might just be weirded out enough that it's like, all right.
You know what? You can pass.
Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
Tell him, Peter.
Just the most deadpan face you've ever seen. Just.
Is it fully dead?
Dignity.
So we need to get to the hole on the other end.
Oh no, he changed the music.
Are those purple bananas? What are those?
Or wait, did we come down
the-
here,
Purple bananas?
Yeah, what
or did we come down over there?
In the walls.
What's that?
Did we come down right here? or
Yes,
over there?
kind of at that corner section where you can see to your left and right.
Okay.
So there's a tunnel that leads downward to your right, and the sand pit that you can immediately see to your left.
What are these purpley things that we see in front of
What
us?
purple
I don't
things?
know what he's talking
Oh.
about.
The things
Behind
Oh.
the little walls here.
Okay.
Oh, within the
Right.
as
Yeah,
you
yeah.
look to your right, you can also see the resin, like cellular walls, and kept behind it, you can see what look like organs, body parts,
Chest
bits of
bursters.
flesh
Ew.
stuck behind this resin.
Noise.
Ew.
That was you,
We need a
wasn't it,
water
Chris?
bottle, like a water.
Or a turret.
Squirt bottles.
You're right.
Prepare for an attack.
I'm not doing anything.
Just must
I'm not
calibrate.
doing it.
If it
Must
was any
calibrate.
quieter, it'd be perfect.
That's true. But you fail the stealth check.
And you're like, patoon.
I forgot there were sound effects with this thing.
That actually scared me, my guy. I was like, yo, what is happening?
I think that had a stronger effect than the dart did.
I know, right? The chat. I'm sure the stream picked that up. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What?
Whoa.
You're fine. I'm not shooting it at you. I'm just.
Do it. Do it.
No.
You won't.
He's
I
gonna,
won't.
He's gonna roll
Yeah,
catch
It's
it
done nothing
like a
wrong.
monk.
Sometimes you don't do anything wrong. You just gotta learn.
For those who were
right.
with us at the
I'ma
beginning
learn
of
ya.
the stream, our DM has a turret of Nerf bolts.
Yeah.
He shoots it on weary
You know what?
players.
Here.
It's an automated turret too.
This is this little guy. Think that's on stream? Yeah, there we go. It's on camera. There we go. All right. Let's put him back right there.
Corners off. Yeah.
It reminds me of something from like
Okay.
Total Annihilation.
Oh, yeah.
So
Uh,
you have your ways, your pathways in front of you.
Where do we hear the
Oh, and then
humming?
the organs and stuff behind the cellular walls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
those,
Is the
Small
humming
detail, yeah.
those are a given.
Inconsequential.
is the humming
kind
still
of
coming from that
organs?
right?
Yes.
The hum is coming from the right. What kind of organs? You can make a medicine check if you want to try and discern which ones they are.
Right.
Amongst
feeling hungry?
anybody else. Only two, though, as per usual.
so I can see this sand pit, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna let him go and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Weird flex, but okay.
Mine's +3. Can I help
Yours is better.
him? And
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I
Mine's
didn't know
also
if anybody
plus
took medicine.
So are either of you proficient with medicine?
I'm
Not
half
proficient.
proficient.
Okay, so you can assist.
Okay, I'll assist.
Are you proficient with medicine?
No.
Oh.
I was just like,
I am also
I don't
not
know.
proficient.
So just me.
I was
then?
like, I don't know who.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But well, no, you can't assist. If anybody's proficient in medicine, you can roll or assist. If you're not, then you can't.
All right.
All right.
Hold on. I am. Hold on.
You are?
You said medicine?
Medicine.
Yeah.
You are?
That's my medicine.
No, you're not.
I'm not? Oh.
All right. Please.
Not great. 9.
How?
9.
Oh, that's my
The
other
dots.
character.
I didn't
Yeah,
roll well.
the dots
Oh
are
my
proficient.
God.
There's guts in those walls.
Guys, that's a gut.
Yeah, you're.
That's maybe liver.
Yeah, you're like. I mean, intestines,
I
liver,
think that's a
heart.
toe.
Like you have a rough idea. I mean, they're organs.
Probably
What about
more
limbs?
than one body in here.
They- Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah.
limbs?
Yeah, they're limbs too.
Can we at least tell what kind of limbs they are?
You can see some like humanoid ones in there easily, but also animals too. It's just it's whatever is tossed in here is in here.
Definitely
So-
more than one entity in here, guys.
I'm wondering if
With
they're-
my character
they're feeding
being able to see the
whatever's
pit,
in this
see the
thing.
bones around it, and see these organ walls, safely come to the conclusion that there is something in there that they're feeding with this.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Would my character put that together?
It's a safe assumption to make. I mean,
I am
whether
going
your
to-
character does anything with it or not is up to you.
I am going to
Dude,
cover
just
myself in the
Stick
viscera.
into the walls and then like.
Okay.
press and let
I'm gonna
it down.
Get an intestine, wear like a necklace, I'm gonna
Hmm.
cover myself all in it,
Okay.
and
You want it to eat you?
well, either it's gonna smell that and want to eat me, and not you guys.
We could just throw it in there and see what it is.
Yeah, we could do that.
I vote that.
I, really quick,
I was
I want
thinking
us to
that.
wait to say that until he gets them covered in organs.
Yeah. Yeah, I also cover Tonk in it as well.
Okay.
And then we're going to approach the.
As he's getting ready to wrap a bowel around Tonko, go, you know, we could just throw it in the sand pit.
Like, no, this is a kind of a tactic to like. We're gonna have to deal with it
Okay.
one way or another, and I'd
Do
prefer it to
we?
focus on me than you.
Because there's a hole. We could just go
We
up
could
or
just
down the
leave,
hole.
yeah. It has to be-
You know what? At this point, I think we're done here. So we'll just go home.
Can't.
Well,
Way
there-
behind us is blocked.
There is the caved in, collapsed
There's
hole.
another way
Yeah.
up there that we didn't go.
I approach the pit.
Just
Sure.
white flag. Just walk our way out.
So
Me-
as
me and Tonk.
what's that?
Me and Tonk.
Okay. So as you walk up,
Did we ask, was the humming coming from the pit
It's
or the,
this
toward the
one.
hole?
The
Toward
hole.
the hole?
Yeah.
Then why are we going toward
I
the
don't
pit?
know.
Well, the hole's collapsed. Is that what
No,
you said?
no.
No.
The way behind us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Way
right,
back up.
right.
When you guys set off a
But we
mortar.
didn't go that way. That way could be out.
Yeah, could be.
so
Okay, well,
You're just still covered in organs.
well, I mean, regardless, yeah, I thought that the humming was coming from this thing, and I assumed we came down that hole, not in front of that hole.
No,
So there was a
I'm
hole
thinking that-
directly behind us when we dropped.
No.
Oh,
We-
where the pillar is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an option to go to the right towards the hole or go to the left towards the pit.
Let me
You
retcon
can-
some stuff.
that's fine.
Okay.
No, you still
uh,
got- you're still
Then I'm
covered in
just
it.
I'm just opting to go to the humming. I thought it was coming from the pit.
Right.
Could
that's
not
it.
be
Okay.
covered before, yes. I'll press the digitation for good measure.
Yeah, that'll work.
Thank you.
Yeah, you started to smear it on your arm. Like,
No.
We don't do that here.
Are there? So the sand has been all circly. Like, are there any tracks or anything, or is it just? Like,
The sand itself, no tracks on the sand at all. You do see that there's like a slight depression towards the center of it, kind of moving to a point.
Are there scratch marks on the walls and the roof?
There are a few kind of like gashes in the walls and on the roof, but not a huge amount. You can see like there's a couple.
Okay. So yeah, then we're heading down this next hole. I'm assuming, yes. Unless you guys want to deal with the Alaskan bullworm.
Sure don't.
Yeah, I'm good.
I throw a rock in
What
the
if
sand.
it ate?
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Just toss a
Wait
rock
till
in there.
we get like closer to the hole.
What if it ate another adventuring band and it's full
Throw
of
an organ.
magic items?
Right. Only one way to get in there and find out.
Throw an organ in it.
What if it's like,
You toss the rock in and just lands on the sand.
well, what if it's like the sandworms in the desert? Could have all sorts of precious minerals in it.
Where are you gonna put those?
We got a bag of holding.
Isn't it mostly?
We got 2
gold?
bag of holding.
Oh. Alright, well,
No.
nothing happened,
It's like
I guess.
I thought there was
Is there-
something like it. Oh,
I mean,
it's big.
there's just
It's no longer in it.
there's just like
It's
bones
never-
laying around.
it's
There's not
never-
like anything of interest in those bones.
Look,
Bones look.
you want to see if any of the teeth have like gold caps in them or whatever.
I'll turn around. Rainier, you wanted me to fly? Where are you? Where are you going?
I'm like I'm sneaking up to the hole, decently, dirty 20,
Dirk, you want to scout head this time?
and I'm gonna go do a lap around it and see if there's anything interesting.
How close do you get to it?
5 feet.
I don't think I want to
Okay,
go down the hole
5 feet
until
from
we
what?
see if he
From the edge?
eyes are
The
not.
The edge. Okay, so you stay 5 feet away from the edge.
I mean,
Okay.
because there's not much more room than that.
There's not. No, that's why I wanted to ask to be certain because you can't do a lap around it without really. There's one point in particular you cannot move beyond
What do you mean?
to stay 5 feet away from the
Oh
edge.
yeah.
I'm so surprised
There's,
at
like,
you,
2 spots.
Rainier, that you've been one
Yeah.
track mind for a better part of a year.
So
There was
and
some
he made
sort
this
of a
big old
sense.
stink about me
Yeah.
walking up to the thing covered in
So-
cuts, and now he's just
No,
He's
I mean,
walking
and
up
at
to
the
I thought it
10-yard
was-
line, he fumbles.
I thought it was funny that you were doing it. I was super excited to see what happened.
So you toss a rock. The rock does nothing. You kind of skirt around, like 5 feet away from the edge of this. So that it's to paint the picture as best as I can. There is a slight kind of little rock face, like cliff, if you will, before you see this sandy pit, which then leads into a small depression in the center, conal shaped.
Gotcha.
There are bones and things littering the outside of it, and as you kind of skate around it, the rock had no effect.
But are you still
Can-
checking them bones for loot?
Do you do a full loop around it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the whole point.
The natural 20,
No, dirty 20.
dirty 20. You do so pretty well. Let me look at something really quick.
But not well
You
enough.
found the coolest gamer you've ever seen.
Right.
I just pulled up the stat block. Where the hell did it go?
So he's got this, right? We can just go on down the other tunnel.
Yeah, who wants
Okay.
to? You want to scout ahead? I'll just fly you down.
Yeah, that's sure.
Okay,
We'll just,
yeah.
We can all just go on.
Yeah.
I got
Gentlemen.
I got sprint with feline agility. I got 120 feet.
You'll be
there
fine
we go.
then.
So, as you're walking around, you get around the hole. On a 20, right? Okay. So, as you're skating around the hole, what's your passive perception? 15?
Yes.
Okay. You can hear the sound of chitter. The same
Chatter.
kind of that same kind of Kritsar language, but other languages too. You can hear vague common coming up from the far end of the pit. You can hear it coming from behind you at this point, and you look
Like
back
so,
there.
where our minis are right now.
Where you
Okay.
are.
Is there a hole in the ceiling?
There is, and there is a solid
It's a Rancor bit.
around probably 15, 20 feet maybe in full circumference hole that goes up. But you can hear the clear sound of Kritsar, but you hear common.
Can I make any of it out?
Make a perception check for that.
I knew that was coming. Fuck me.
What you should be asking.
10.
Never mind. That's meta.
10. It's a little hard to hear. It does sound like it's behind walls, so it's kind of like muffled.
Feel like a
But
chamber
you
over.
hear like can hear the like normal speech of sounds like common.
Does it sound like they're responding to each other?
A
More or
little bit.
less. Huh?
A little bit, yeah.
That's an interesting development.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
maybe.
continue my.
I was thinking prisoners, but I mean, if they're conversing back and forth,
Yeah.
maybe not.
I guess I know I didn't roll terribly well. Is it? Can I get like a tone of voice?
I guess an angry conversation.
Probably not a 10 though.
All right. I will continue my. Keeping that in mind, I will continue my lap to get back to them.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make another stealth check.
I knew that was coming.
As you get close, you have to get close to the edge at one point.
That's 11.
Okay.
Somehow.
So as you walk, you creep right by the edge. It's that point where like you can't get any farther away from the wall. You see one singular tendril
Oh
kind of come up from the sand pit, just kind of like snaking its way up, and it has this kind of looks almost like this kind of like a barbs on the end of it, and you see it kind of look outward, and it begins to face you slowly.
Do we see this happening?
Where are you all?
We're at the corner.
Where we would be
Oh,
where the
yeah.
pillar is.
Yeah. It's hard to miss.
Can I grab the entrail that Ward was grabbing and throw it into the pit?
Sure. Make a dexterity check to see how quickly you can do that.
Okay. How do I do
I'm
that?
gonna T-Rex it and just freeze.
Okay.
You're like, if I don't.
Natural 20!
Okay.
22!
Okay. So as you see that one arm slink upward, you quickly just you swipe the entrail from Ward really quickly before you can even react. It's out of your hands, and you huck it as quickly as you can. You see that one weird tendril kind of snaking its way upward and begins to face Rainier as he freezes in motion. Like, I hope its vision isn't based off of movement.
Can I take the dodge action?
No.
You done did this.
This, best as you can guess, maybe a liver, slaps against the sand, and you see this tendril just slap against it and pulls down, gone.
I'm like,
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna sprint.
And it was lightning fast as how quickly it reacted to it.
Constitution check to not fish your brains.
I vaguely knew what I was getting into.
So you quickly run away from the pit and rejoin your group.
Fun fact: on this side of the hole pit, there's a hole up, and there's some common being spoken to some Krixar up there.
like,
Was there any stabbing sounds? Like they were asking a question and then stabbing?
No, I was down here.
I'm saying, do we have another interrogator?
yeah, is that like a cultural thing, or?
How many common voices did you hear?
Yes.
May or may not have.
Multiple, but you can't be certain how many.
Yeah. There was more than one.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him a question, and then you can make him roll for it. But did any of the common voices sound like Rahel?
Oh, I think I would have known that.
Well, did you think to check?
As best you could tell, it wasn't her.
Oh, Raquel. Yeah.
What was her name?
Rochelle.
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 I thought it was Rahel.
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 Rochelle.
Raquel.
I mean, we are going the French route, so.
Yeah. True.
Rochelle.
Shathi.
Depends on like which region of Tasha you're from. You know.
How,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is
it's
that like
an
German with
inflection
ek and
thing.
eek?
Yeah, exactly.
Ish and eek.
How high is the ceiling of the where the sand pit is? How high is it?
Batman.
So from the pit, it's actually it kind of is it's a more conal, not conal, but like bowl shaped upward. So it probably gets to about 15 feet to the top of it, but then 10 kind of towards the sides.
Oh, so not very tall at all. Then
No.
in the grand scheme, it's not like a cavern.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my broom's pretty fast, so if you want to go check it out, I can bring someone over there, over the pit. Maybe not
Why?
walking won't trigger it.
Why?
If you want to go check it out, I'm just saying, if this is something we're interested in pursuing.
So my curiosity says yes, but my pragmatism says probably not.
Okay.
Roll for it.
Are
Huh?
you talking
You can
about
roll for it.
the sand pit or the
High you go, low you don't.
like
Both.
fly over?
So
to
like I
get
would
to the
fly
common voice?
someone over
7.
the sand
Okay.
pit, and maybe
We'll be
since we're not
pragmatic this
walking,
time.
it won't trigger it.
Right.
I'm like, that last time just,
If someone
Nah,
needs
we're
to
good.
go up.
It's usually what my rolls are about.
that's what I figured.
Okay, down we go.
Is that
then.
your usual high you go?
Yeah, high we go, low we don't.
Alright.
You go down.
Down to the humming.
Can
Go
you,
around.
can you just continue not dying until we get to the hag, and then
I'm fine.
I would really love it if you would not die in that encounter as well.
So
but
It's not on
If
my
you
list
have to
of
die
things to do.
anywhere in particular at the hag is probably the
yeah,
best
do it fighting your nemesis. So.
But
If-
like
if you're
towards
gonna
the end, so that way we can just clean out.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
So,
Can you
as-
control your narcolepsy?
as both Daruk and Rainier walk to the edge of this tunnel. You can hear the sound, the unmistakable chittering sound of Kritsar down below. Once again, you still hear that hum of the hive, as it is
Is this just
unmistakable.
Kritsar?
As far as you can tell, yes, just Kritsar.
Flashbang and then breach.
How deep is this hole?
This one extends about 30 feet down.
Ooh, I wonder-
Can I make out any of the woods?
Make a... Yeah, I almost didn't understand. It's like the woods. What?
Woods.
Any of the
Yeah.
woods.
Could I have you make a perception check?
12.
12. You get a bit. You hear the chatter, and it says, you know, the variety that you hear. We guard the path to the queen. The one that may approach...
Mario.
the one that may approach has friends. Be ready. You guard the path to the queen. And they kind of just almost repeat that.
Chanting.
What if we just jump down the tunnel and yell, "For the queen"?
30
Wait,
feet?
yes,
Are you
wait.
Superman jumping 30 feet?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how strong are your ankles?
I mean, I feel like my acrobatics let me roll and only take 3/4 damage.
Yeah, we don't have ankles, so we're good.
Your ankles are up higher.
Which means there's more to absorb.
Yeah.
You have two
Uh,
ankles.
so-
kind of.
I'm going to turn and
knees.
smirk to the rest of the group. She's down this way. They're ready for us.
Who is?
Oh, she's this way, and there's some
Who?
guards guarding the path down here.
No, not what. Who?
Who,
Is
what?
Rachel that way?
Rachel. So I said she. The she. The she.
The royal she?
That she.
The royal. Okay.
The royale.
The royal bee.
The royale with wings.
With the wings.
Royale.
So,
How?
do we want to do this?
Is this like a flat wall like most of the tunnels?
Yes.
How
How dare they make this accessible?
I know. I wanted a spider monkey down it.
I just want to slide.
I mean, I can fly you down, but then spin we're kind of down there and have to ferry people up.
Ooh. How difficult is it for me to hang upside down from the broom?
Excuse me.
Like maybe my feet wrapped around it?
Yeah. For what kind of distance?
I don't know. So she can float us down. Like,
I don't know.
So I
long as
want
needed.
to,
The time useless.
like, we can go to normal, and like
Okay.
the last 5 feet, I'm just gonna
Oh, it's like
flip over upside down,
Yeah,
and
and
so
then-
I can peer.
Okay. That's not difficult. I'd say for somebody with your dexterous nature, you can do that.
Okay,
Yeah, without any sort of roll involved.
beam me down, Scotty.
You got it.
Broom me down, Scotty.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
So as
Scoot
you
me down, Broomy.
as you slowly descend, you can still hear the ever-present hum, and you still feel that kind of weight to the air. You can feel the humidity actually kind of coming up a bit more too. As you approach the end of the tunnel and look outward, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, both of you.
Don't fuck it up.
That is a 22.
Okay.
She's like, I don't do shady shit.
I wouldn't happen to get advantage because it's a broom or anything.
I will give you advantage.
Well, that's a natural 20.
Oh.
Shouldn't have.
What's the average between the two rolls?
It's a 1 and a 20.
No shit. Wow. Okay.
24.
The gamut. All right. So,
Wow.
yeah, without touching the walls and descending on air, you're able to move down the tunnel without really making a sound. And the only one you really have to worry about is Rainier as he kind of slinks down beneath the broom, but stealthy shit, you're good with it. So,
You're a poet. You didn't know it.
yeah, true. So as you slide down and look, you see what looks kind of like a small chamber for not just guard duty, but also living quarters. You can see these kind of clusters of these almost like nests along the walls, with a main pathway that leads through it. But looking around, you see the Kritsar that you've seen the kind of warriors that you've encountered once before that really weren't too much trouble, but you also see the ones that have the spines in their arms. You see 3 of them within this area that appear to have larger physicality than the other ones, and higher station, as they seem to be kind of almost talking down to the other ones, both in true vertical fashion, but then also, with command.
Is there anything close by to hide behind?
Well, in the tunnel, no. The only real things that you see of any sort of obstruction are like kind of the clusters of nests themselves that are on the floor.
And they're how far away are they?
From where you're descending, they're immediately to your left and right.
What I'm getting at is there, like, drop down, is there a place to, like, hide?
Not particularly, no. You pretty much drop down and you're within vision. The only thing you can really hope to hide behind are shadows, which aren't really much to hide behind.
So if you're going to drop down, attack one immediately for a surprise round.
Yes, but then I'm by myself.
We're not far behind.
So,
In
to
terms
that
of combat, yes.
We
I'm
understand the
going to-
assignment.
which
Tuck in your leg, and we're going on.
I need to tell you also, so that you know exactly how many numbers you're looking at. There are approximately 20 of the Crits are warriors, and then 3 of the larger ones.
Okay.
Up we go.
Yeah.
And in one fell sweep, we're back up with our team.
I'm just
Get out.
trying to, like, the whole time I'm trying to, like, get back up. So by the time we
That
get
was
to the
good.
top,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Until you said it, I didn't get it. But yeah, it's good.
One fell sweep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's a
On the broom.
Yep.
Nose? Oh.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Yay!
That one got me.
That's family dies.
3 spiky boys. And, I don't know, a whole bunch of the small ones. It looks like it's their little guard quarter living area.
Define a bunch. If you had to put a
I don't
number
know.
to it.
2 score?
40?
Score is...
20.
Oh, I thought it was 14. Why did I think it was 14?
That's a number of days.
It's a
in
fortnight. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, a score. My bad. Sorry, I don't have these old English measurements memorized.
Hey, you're the one that
You're
tried it, buddy.
forgiven.
No, you're not forgiven. You read a bunch of fantasy, it has it.
That's actually true.
Oh,
But I usually just
yeah.
kind of skip. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a time frame.
Doesn't even look it up. Not even curious.
Yeah.
It's a time
That's why I
frame.
love
Move
you.
on.
I mean, they always do a
Time
fortnight is
passes.
like time
Yeah.
is travel, and a score is a number. I was like, all right, cool.
Throw this
I
arbitrary.
did learn pragmatic from those books.
That's fair.
We're playing a game.
Um,
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, what do you got, man?
You said
does anybody have a way that we can, all just jump down this tunnel quickly and not hurt ourselves at the bottom?
Not
Sure don't.
When I get back to civilization, I need to do the storing item thing and put dimension door on it somehow.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
only good for one person.
I need to take feather.
Dimension door?
You and
What
one
needs
person,
to
yeah.
happen.
Oh, I thought it opened up
How
a
far down
door
was
to
it,
people.
Tony?
30.
30?
So
Okay.
basically,
Arcane Gate.
I can give
Oh, okay.
one person
Which that's
my
high level,
broom as a loner, and I can Misty step down there.
you're gonna want that to fight.
I know.
How
Basically, here's the thing: as soon as we get down there, shit's gonna break loose. So
I could go down first.
I was gonna say,
jump down.
Yeah, I'll go down and draw their attention while everybody else comes down.
Just jump down and be like, for
just
the queen.
follow straight after. Don't let him linger.
so
I'm sorry.
here's the thing.
Just imagine with the mortar for the queen.
Like as he lands, like
Amazing.
his body like is just rigid. Just
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Please do that.
For the
destroy your
scene.
knees.
For the scene, do it.
Just jump down. Oh, I got you for 3 minutes.
Which okay, so
Realistically, that's how long it would take all of us to get down there.
I should ask this. How many charges of the mortar do you have left?
I only have 2 more,
Okay.
so I can't do another one of the big bombardments.
Right. Okay. Well, you can do one of the little kind of
I can-
flamethrower.
Yeah, I can do like 2 of the little ones, but I'd rather not like waste all my charges.
How
'cause I have
big
no idea how to
was the
recharge it.
room down there?
Oh, really?
So you're so rough
rough
guesses would be. Hang on, let me get the actual map up so I can keep myself honest.
No, I mean like if you read it, it tells you how you.
Best guess that you've got is probably 75 feet long, 20 feet wide, ish.
It's not bad.
So it's a
20
gauntlet.
feet wide.
It's a
Okay.
gauntlet. So here's the thing: we can get
No, you get like one.
2 of us down almost right away.
We still have to meet.
Oh yeah, I do have to roll.
Vadir, not Vadir, Dorgirin. And Dorgirin and I can basically get down there right away, and then she can come back,
Oh.
get puppers, and then other people can come down the
Well,
road.
that changes
right behind you.
everything.
You're saying they hurt us?
So
After just a few moments of you talking up at the opening, you can hear the Kritzar chatter kind of dull for a moment. They're like, shh.
Not being quiet.
I mean, even being quiet would make noise.
Look, I've been rolling perception checks all night, and I've been under 10 on everything. When I roll a natural 20, I will honor that natural 20.
Fair. Whispers or not. Now, do we notice the chatter?
Yes, I did give you that for you.
Okay.
You do not have any.
Your passive perception, I would say, Daruk's passive perception can hear that they've quieted down for the moment.
okay, as soon as I hear that, I'd be like, shh.
You gonna do the thing?
I mean, yeah, jump down. And that'll give everybody else time to.
Just use the rope.
Yeah. Me and you hold a rope and let him slide down first.
That'll do.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this ready. So I'm assuming you guys are pretty much ready to go in.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative. These are the 3 larger ones. They're going to be spaced hang on, let me go ahead and reveal the map. They're going to be spaced about in the left, middle, and right sections of this tunnel that I'm revealing here. Which, let's go ahead and just update the screen.
Me.
I was gonna.
Christian, this is gonna be you, man.
11 on my right damage.
Ah,
So where are they?
okay.
That's basically max.
Basically like
Oh,
one end,
And
middle.
yep, and these are the larger ones that have the spines kind of sticking out of their arms.
Okay.
The other ones are, yep, just kind of along the pathway. They more or less kind of hold the center ground, but then also have a few in the area closer towards the exit, and then closer towards your entrance. And I believe I need more
just
too.
kind of spreading them around here.
There's some that fell off of the table too, towards you.
Oh, I see.
They're very hard to see.
They are.
Who knew? Black on black's hard to see.
All right. So we've got.
If possible, I would like
Alright,
to
I
be
need
the second
probably
one down
just-
the hole.
So the exact number is probably not 100% necessary, but here you go.
There's missing
Extra
2.
ones.
If you said there's 20.
Well,
Missing 2.
I'll just give a few more.
Okay.
How many ropes do we have right now? So you have the one you're using.
It's fine.
Bet money I still have one. You can make your broom float, right?
All right. So close that.
like hover in place.
Rin?
So the battle music.
Okay.
I think so.
We'll go ahead and roll initiative for my
We
guys.
Have, well,
Okay. Okay. It's not great. It's not
Just
bad
have
either.
the broom hold the rope and all of us.
What's the thing though? Is the broom
Ghostbusters
won't,
down it?
the
It's
broom
still-
won't hold either one of these.
It
Right.
still
They're
only
too
holds
big.
400 pounds.
Yeah.
no, I meant they can hold, well, 'cause they don't have anything attached for them, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he and I, or like if Daruk and I hold the rope, these 2 can go down, because taking time to pitting it, and then we can just go. Like, we can either tie the rope to the broom and then go, or we can just have the broom carry us down, whatever.
Yeah.
Jake's gonna snoosh to the motherfucking.
All right. So, have you all rolled initiative yet?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I
If you
forgot.
have not, go ahead and do that. If you have, tell me what your initiative is.
15.
Hey.
About
What?
Eh? What?
14.
Okay. And then we'll go around now at this
Fine.
point. Daruk.
16.
Okay. Rin.
19.
All right. Dorgirin.
15.
Okay. Now you were jumping down first.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you an effectively surprise round and ward.
16.
So.
Though they were listening, they were not intending to see a Minotaur just hop down the hole and just.
A giant
Yeah.
7.5 foot tall minotaur.
I'm more worried about your hooves on rocks.
Yeah. So. Now, are you just doing a flat fall?
I was gonna. I mean, if they're gonna hold a rope, I'll use that to kind of like slide down it. Real
Cannon in
fast.
one hand, like commando
Yeah.
style.
Okay. So, can I make an acrobatics check?
Acrobatics.
Yes, this is to mitigate your effectively the fall damage you're going to take because you are going down quickly.
Even like if I like use like a whole rope. Like
If
hold on the
if
rope,
if,
like,
we're,
kinda-
if he's holding on the rope, we can lower him.
that
Well,
or
yeah,
that
but
too.
you're going for speed now at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like as
So-
we're unfurling the rope, he's already
Okay,
like.
tell you
on
what,
it.
I'll give
Right.
you I'll give you
Throw
athletics.
the rope and
I'll
he
give you
falls
ath-
down as it unravels.
We could like lower ourselves down until like we're just like right before the end
You're
of the
just-
hole, and then I can drop in.
Right, no, but this happened really quickly though because they heard you guys talking. So I'll give you athletics to kind of mitigate some of the fall damage then, because
Okay.
you're going for speed more than anything.
Your Unga Bunga brain kicked in, and you jumped down the hole.
How many Ugadotos does it
But
take?
if you wanted to use your bonus action to rage ahead of time, that's fine because you'd be taking fall damage, so you're right into it.
He's like squeezing that
yeah,
rope.
I'll
Like,
rage.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not like you don't have hit points to spare.
true, but you know, hey, why not, right?
Why waste them unnecessarily?
Also, I just love the fantasy of Dorky and like, all right, here we go, just jumping down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who needs the rope? And then like, okay, well, grab onto it and slow it a little bit.
All right.
Beef meteor.
So, yeah, I rage before jumping down,
Yep.
which means I also get advantage on my
On your athletics, yeah, true.
29.
Okay.
I
So
Would
just
that do it?
dig my hand
Would
into
that
like
do
the
it?
stone and like calm myself down.
He's like, I'm gonna make the DC.
I mean,
really high.
technically, so okay, you take 1 point of fall damage.
I know,
We all both-
I'm-
all
You don't
kinda
even.
like-
It doesn't even register. Like, sure, it happened, but you're like, oh,
I
whatever.
lost 1/10 health.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
like broke a nail on the way down.
So as you slam down, yeah, you can see. So go ahead and place your mini where.
Alright.
Where we at? Ah, over there. You know, towards my side of the table. As you slam down, boom, you see that one kind of larger Kritsar talking to the other ones, and they weren't ready for you to do that, even though they were kind of looking. You see them kind of looking up at the tunnel hole as you drop down. They just weren't expecting you. So, what do you do?
Extra.
It's just like I drop in, like steam snorting out of my nostrils, and like there's like this glow, like this glint in my eye, and it's like I'm like kind of enshrouded in my mythic, like
Yeah,
from
the
my
armor.
rage,
Yeah.
and I'm just like for the queen, and then
Nice.
I launch a mortar shell.
Okay. At which one? Or which area?
It is, since I'm not doing the big one because I don't have enough charges for it, it's going to be the smaller one.
Yep.
So, either a 30-foot cone in front of me, which I think that's probably going to be the way. The
Yeah.
other option is either
Yeah,
a
'cause that's like-
10-foot
This is the way.
square.
Mm.
So yeah,
This
just
is
like
the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
yeah, I'm just going to do a big old 30-foot cone in front of me.
Okay.
They all have to succeed on a dexterity save of 15.
Okay.
Do you have an extra D4? Just one.
Actually, okay. The big one succeeds, but the small ones don't.
Okay. So the big one will take half then.
Hmm.
Mm. 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. 12 half 6. Okay, so it's pretty much like the first half of the warriors that have taken 12. So I'll divide the warriors at this point then.
I think the small.
Those that are damaged to those that are not.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. So, as you jump down and you land, yeah, you shout out for the queen as this wave of fire just encompasses and burns up some of the nests and incinerates a good number of the Kritsar there. As the large one, you see it kind of has these two arms as it flexes outward. You see the spines extend outward. You hear it just kind of chitter back at you. Language you don't understand, but clearly didn't like being set on fire. All right.
Did I hear it?
You did.
What did he say?
You hear it actually shout
Ow,
back
that
at him.
hurts.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Intruder, we are for the queen. So, Rin. Everybody else is like kind of sliding down the tunnel. So you have, we'll say you can get to the bottom. Everybody can get to the bottom of it on your turn, and you'll have an additional 10 feet of movement after that. Because this all kind of happened at once. You all were heading down.
Right.
So
I can't just like grab Rainier and take him down with me so that he's already down on his turn?
no. We're assuming you were already in transit going down the tunnel. Dorgiran just led the charge.
Yeah.
Right.
So, because you'd have to travel 30 feet and then go down farther.
Okay.
If we were using all your movement. So you're already in transit as everyone's going down.
Not on the broom.
Wait, what?
50 feet on the broom.
Well, right. Okay. Oh, so you're saying both of you. Okay. So,
yeah, so like I would grab Rainier
right.
and take
I see
him
what you're
down
saying.
so that he would start his turn at the bottom safely.
Yes. Okay, this is kind of weird how the mana thing works, because you're technically not using your movement during that time.
Right.
Okay. You can both make it to the bottom, but you both still have 10 feet of movement when you get to the bottom.
That's fine.
So.
Okay. I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the big guy's still alive?
Yes.
Are we going down in initiative order or what?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're basically starting. So we're for the sake of simplicity, you're starting at the bottom of the tunnel with 10 feet of movement, and then whatever else you want to do in your turn.
Okay.
Okay. I will hit the big guy with a firebolt, please. Or try to.
Okay.
How many of the crits are got eliminated from that center?
About. Well, wait. Eliminated or
Yeah, you said
none of them?
No.
Oh.
They got hurt,
They all
but
took
they
12 points of fire damage.
Right.
Right.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
my bad.
16 against the big one.
Yeah.
Ain't that much left.
Does not hit. As you look at him, he has a bit more physicality than the other crits are too.
Okay, that's all I do for him.
Okay.
I will use my 10 feet of movement to back into the corner. I will get out of the way of my oncoming friends.
Gotcha.
This corner?
Yeah.
Far corner? Alright.
Or like, I know that's probably a boulder, so like, yeah, right there.
The
That's
boulder.
good.
It's a nest.
Yeah.
Oh, ew!
Yeah. So you step on it. It's got this like
I
kind
don't step on it, no! Ew!
You're on the broom. Okay.
You did.
Yeah. You start stepping backwards and you see it and you're like, oh no! And you just hop back on the broom. Yeah.
Wait, that's not what I came here for.
It almost like reactionary firebolt.
Right.
Isn't it just like a bed where they sleep?
I mean, yeah.
But it's a gooey bug bed.
Oh,
But
I
it's-
thought it was like a spider egg nest.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's a gooey bug bed.
It's still gross.
So
okay.
right, yeah.
My statement still stands.
True. So as the larger one, the one with the arm spikes, it is its turn first, in addition to the other ones. So the first one's going to run up to Dorgiran and make 3 attacks.
Expect.
There we go. Is there at least one other Kritzar next to you?
Yes.
There's a couple pretty close.
There's-
yeah.
If we're going with this guy that's right in front of him, there's
Yeah.
one on either side of him.
Define.
Okay.
Like,
Within
close
5
to-
feet of you.
Yes,
within 5
there's
feet
2.
of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least this one is.
Okay.
Here.
That one-
I
that
don't,
one right there
I don't
is
know
like-
if that one is or not.
That's in the box right next to him.
It
So
Okay.
looks like it. From where I'm sitting, it looks like it.
they're essentially like he's a little bit farther in the box, but there's just 3 boxes right
Alright.
in front of you. So
What's your armor class?
20.
Okay. It hit on all 3.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
One of which was a natural 20.
I-
But, as you see, these arm spikes do deal what you can only imagine are probably close to like a javelin, so piercing damage, which you're currently resistant to.
Yeah.
So, would you want the total probably off the top? Makes it easier.
Yeah. Give me the total first.
Okay, so 4, 10, 15. Actually, no, I should reduce it. Sorry. So 2, 3, and 2. 2, 3, 2. 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing.
Yep. So as the first one runs up, you see those spikes kind of protrude from its arms, and then it goes to try and stab you 3 times. And you can see that it's moving kind of in unison with the other Kritzar that are nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to attack it with my armor.
Ah, okay, nice. So, the larger ones, not only being larger, they also have this kind of like plated appearance to them, but it's not fully interconnected like plate armor. It's closer to what would be akin to something like
Half-blade or something?
yeah, that'd be close, yeah.
Split mail?
Kind of.
I believe that should be 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Just barely. Wow. That's 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay, well, a little bit extra. All right. Okay, and the other 2 will run up.
The big ones?
Yep. But they will. One of them is, I don't think, quite close enough.
Sorry, I'll move my hand so you can see.
Yeah.
What's their speed?
40 feet. It's the thing. It's real close.
The farthest one can be right behind the initial larger Kritzar. The other one can make it.
Okay.
So the other one will be 10 feet away from Dorgiran. Or it'd be...
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. All right.
And this one makes it, so I
The
assume
other one
right there.
is one of those hit. Okay. So two hit.
Okay.
So the other one runs up, gets you with 2 of the arm spikes as well for a total of, let's see, that's 7 half to 3, 7 half to 3, 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that will do it for the larger ones. All right. Daruk, you're up. As you slide down the tunnel.
Before I go down. Loud?
Whatever you want.
All right. I slide down,
Mm.
and I assume I end up right next to or right behind Dorgiran.
Yep.
Seeing all of these Kritzar right in front of us, I'm going to cast Shatter. I want it to be just far enough away from Dorgiran to not hit him.
Okay.
So probably like right here.
Gotcha.
It's a 10-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
DC 15 con save. And I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to make it do max damage.
Okay. So the larger ones fail and the smaller ones succeed.
Wow.
Okay, so large ones take 24, small ones all take 12 then.
Okay.
A lot of
So
those
the
small ones have already taken.
yes.
Right,
So
right.
the first half are so as the shatter spell goes off, this echoing thunder just emanates through the entire chamber. You see all the ones in the front just get scattered from this shockwave that then smack against the side, just splattering against the walls. 3 larger ones all react. So it was how much again?
24 if they failed.
24. Okay. The larger ones, you see kind of, recoil a bit as this just echoing, painful sound resonates through the chamber. But they do recover a bit. They're just slow to it.
It's the better Toll the Dead.
Yeah.
The better told.
So yeah, all the Kritzar that were in the kind of front section of the chamber, dead. So there's kind of like a dividing line almost from where that 30 feet was from that fire attack. I think there's 2 more rows of the Kritzar that get wiped out, if I recall correctly.
Well, it's only 10 feet, so.
Oh, right.
So maybe
Okay,
these
sorry.
guys.
Good point.
But-
Yep.
These
Okay.
guys too, or no? Because I did it from here, so it would be.
If they're
I
within
guess it
10
would be
feet, then
5, 10.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's those, but
All right, nice.
Good
Not
call.
bad,
Thank
not
you.
bad.
Yeah. Okay. That be it for your turn?
That's it for me.
Thank God. Ward. From you two, it's just like fucking all these guys.
How do you wanna do it with Tonk getting down? Are you just gonna let him come down with me?
Yeah, same.
Okay. Then yeah, me and Tonk land on the scene. You said we have 10 foot of movement, so it's just 2 squares.
Yep.
And then where you want to be?
I want to be on my right hand side of the big one that everybody's facing right now. And Tonk as well as, if you can, put him to my left.
And
where
Vidir,
the
you're on
shield
deck.
is. Yeah, you're on the left. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, you got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Maneuver.
fit him in here. I guess I'll stand up. I guess I'll stand up, kind of.
Thank you.
Stand up.
There we go.
Get in there. I'm at the wall. No.
All right.
You pushed me into the basket. Ew.
It's either that or get crushed.
I'll get crushed.
Alright, whatever you're into.
I'll die on the hill.
Hey, we don't shit. We don't judge shit.
Okay.
No judgments.
I think I'm just gonna attack twice.
Okay.
How wide is the tunnel, Tony?
It's like about 20 feet,
Okay.
roughly. Kind of varies a little bit, but
Wide enough.
I mean, I feel like a fireball would just fit perfectly.
19 to hit.
yeah, that'll hit.
Just wiped out
You're
the
checking
rest
one of the big guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one directly in front of me.
Yeah.
Where's the
You're gonna
6
blindfold
damage
him.
on the first attack.
Okay. And which one are you attacking? The one directly in front of Dorgirin, or the one a little farther?
The one that was assaulting Dorgarian.
Okay, gotcha.
I think Dorgarian just assaulted. No.
That was
Yeah.
6 points of
Yeah,
damage.
it did.
No, Dorgier.
Got it. Okay.
15 to hit on the second attack.
15 does not hit on the second. Yeah. So yeah, first attack you get through, and then you see it kind of raise up its arm to block the second one.
All right.
That's it for your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
As always, Tonk and I are holding reactions to do the reaction things.
Gotcha. All right, Vidir, you're up. Dorgirin, you're on deck.
Christian, put me next to Dorgirin, in front of the third one.
You're stepping on an S.
Wait, the deer.
Yes.
Bold.
It's so disgusting. I can't feel a thing.
Constitution save.
Yeah. Hey, ew.
Oh, God.
Stop.
I'm just imagining, what was the brother from Schitt's Creek?
As long as I don't trip.
David.
Yeah.
Ew, David.
Ew,
David.
David.
No, David. Okay. I will activate my sword first.
Okay.
My bonus action, and then I'm gonna attack the dingus.
All right.
What about the Dangus?
Is that does 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Okay. Then try again.
Glance off of its natural armor.
How about a 26?
With the second one, you're like, okay, hang on.
All right, now we're gonna try for real. All right.
It's a practice swing.
Yeah.
Just get warmed up.
Okay. So that is 15 slashing and 8 cold.
15 slashing?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay.
I got a 6 and a 5.
And how much gold?
8.
8. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
That's it.
As you slash against this creature and that cold kind of pierces through it, you see it react and look at you with this odd eye of almost like intrigue. So, Dorgirin, you're up. And Rainier, you're on deck.
I'm going to attack the big one that attacked me.
Okay. Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
So, no one 17, yes on 19.
See it raising up its arm as your weight behind the maul just slams through it.
Oh.
Hit him with the hammer.
Ugh. Ugh. Roll double ones.
Ah,
One more level till Grey Weapon Master.
I
Just
know.
one more level.
It's
You can do it. You can do it.
It's real good. It's real good.
What does that do? Like, you reroll
you know, for
Ones and twos.
for particularly heroic things you guys do, I could also just award you a feat for free as well.
Ooh. I'll take Grey
I'd say
Weapon
he's
Master.
done a couple particularly heroic things this session.
It's a group thing. It's not just like one off. Like I'm gonna give everybody a feat.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm okay.
anyway, keep going.
Be heroic,
If you
people.
want to do it right now, I'll take Grey
Oh
Weapon
right,
Master.
yeah, for sure.
You're
Just so you know.
inspired.
Yeah.
Comes around.
If you want to retroactively do that before
Yeah.
this attack.
So it's 2 plus 7, and then another 3 from raging, so 10.
10. You know, for minimal damage, 10's not bad. All right.
Alright, second attack.
Oh.
So that's 22 to hit.
Yep.
Battered. One of them stole 1, but the other was a 6. So it's 15.
15. Nice. Okay. It's looking hurt. Looking pretty hurt.
And then the attack with the palm.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that.
Should not have done that.
18.
18 just hits.
Okay. With armor class.
We found it after much digging.
Yeah. You just.
So that's another 10 points.
Okay. So with the first slam of your maul being a little lighter than what you'd hope, the second one connects just full on against this armor. You can see it kind of like crack against its like hardened carapace shell. You can see it like it's hurt at this point. With one more solid just swing of the end of the pommel, knowing that this is probably going to be enough to do it, you see its jaw get dislocated as the armor, now weakened, knocks it off entirely. Its mandibles just fly off, falls, slamming into the ground. Chittering.
Middle one.
No, oh, right.
All right.
It's too far for me.
Are you sure?
That'll do it.
In that tangled mess, I'm not trying.
You supplements you want to use it? Okay. Rainier.
The path has been opened.
I will.
Here, I'll move my drink too, so you can actually see.
So I was carried down on a broom.
Yeah, so you still have
And-
10 feet of movement.
So like 10 feet from the ground.
We're normalizing it. You still have, if you wanted to
Yeah.
do your feline agility, you still have the 30 feet after that too.
No, I was gonna say as we're coming down to like 10 feet, I would have just jumped out, like a little
Oh, okay. Yeah,
springboard,
sure.
like
Like a
a
lunge.
sweet old barrel, tuck and roll. Yeah, tuck and roll, and I'd already taken the swords out. They're glowy, all white. I'm gonna stab this one on the left, over
Okay.
by,
In front of a deer.
in front of a deer.
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
Stab him in his stupid stabby face.
Okay.
Ask him a question first.
Right.
What is your favorite color? Stab.
What's in the pit? Hold on. I think
You
it's
opened it.
stab/stab is how I plan to do
Okay.
this.
No yellow.
So that is an 18 on the dice.
No slash.
Then that'll be enough. Yeah.
Do you want to roll all 3 attacks?
However you want.
All right. Either way, so.
Did you do your rights first?
Yeah, did this upstairs.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20,
Okay.
and that is a 15 on the dice. So yes.
Okay. Yeah. All 3 hit then.
I should have had my dice ready, but I am a terrible person.
Yeah, it's taking forever. I
I
can't
know,
believe
right?
it.
Give me just a d20 roll. Just a d20.
That's a 7.
Okay. Keep going. Just keep going.
It's for him to know and you to find out.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I need so many d6. All right, frost, right, stabby. Fuck it. Oh my god. So 2 frost damage.
Okay.
5, 9. No.
Fine.
5 and so yeah, 9 piercing and 6 radiant on the first one.
We really need to actually have you attack different things. Roll damage next. We're gonna have you roll damage differently. Granted, it doesn't matter because they're the same, effectively, like armor class. But yeah, we're gonna need you to do that differently next time. So keep going.
That I did ask because I didn't know how close it was.
It makes sense in this context, but we should keep that in mind for future encounters.
Second one, and for fun, how fucked does he look right now?
He's hurt.
Okay, we won't do that. Well, 11 frost, 3 radiant, and 12 piercing.
Yeah, that's plenty.
So
The
murder
one that already died.
That was
So
murdered.
now this
Yeah,
one's
the one that
also
was in
dead?
front of Vadir. As you land, barrel rolling out next to it, you see it. You see him just pierce, slash, and as you cut the second slash with your scimitar, it drops beneath the graceful slice. I was thinking because I was like, your dexterity base, not a heavy swing. Graceful slice of the sword.
It's like watching someone carve a turkey.
Yes. Well,
Stick
I rolled
Really
damage and
rolled
correctly,
gross,
but
putrid
because I rolled my
turkey.
piercing again. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I just remember not to
slimy.
do that
Yes,
for this
that's
one.
fine.
And for the other guy,
Yep.
2 radiant, 11 piercing.
2 radiant, 11 piercing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I didn't use a bonus action, did I? Yes, I did. I
You
did
did.
an offhand.
Yep.
Okay.
Psych.
And then with the last strike, a quick thrust out to the person behind you lands a good strike within that creature. So now that you're down here, can I have you make an intelligence check? The swarm will then move up against everybody.
Do you want a saving throw or intelligence?
Intelligence check.
How far can they move?
13.
13. You've
They
read
can
about
move
these
40
creatures.
feet.
Oh.
You actually recognize them now. You can see one in its, full form, not just burnt up husk. These are deacons. Deacons are effectively like the guards of the hive, not necessarily the ones that are in the deep down that guard the queen, but the ones that kind of are
They're not your peons.
exactly.
They're the captain of the peons.
Exactly. So, as they all run up, they have 1 attack each, and they have 30 feet of movement, so they will try and get as close as they can for the queen! And make their attacks.
Trying to fit as many of them into the spaces as I can here.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, they can't share space.
Although they are small creatures, so they can,
2 to a box.
nah. Still is unfortunately only 1 to a box.
Oh,
1 to a box.
well then.
Brutal. But if they have movement, they will go in and duck out. So, tell you what, I'm just going to roll 6 dice and we'll see who they hit. So we'll roll 2 against Ward, 2 against Rainier, 2 against Vadir.
Yeah.
Oh,
that makes
Rainier's
sense.
protecting you.
Actually, hang on.
What?
His body's a shield.
Yeah.
His body is a shield.
Yeah, that seems right. Okay, so. Vadir, what's your armor class?
19.
Okay, one of them hits
Pass.
for 6 points of piercing damage. Rainier.
Just is.
Rainier!
Not the hoof.
Armor class?
19.
Both miss. And Ward, actually, I think only one got close enough to hit Ward, from what I can see on the screen. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, just roll. Roll.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh.
For 8
Doing
points of piercing
yourself a
damage.
favor,
Okay. Huh?
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to use my shielded deflecting to knock that son of a bitch back 15 feet.
Okay.
Is it-
So you see one of them just, as it like gets through, and it does get you.
It'll get you.
Yeah. You realize that
Get that wrong. You'll get
while
you.
this was a weakened, a relatively weak individual, it stands no ability to probably deflect against your shield. So it just boom gets launched backward.
Okay.
Very proud of its strike, but then also immediately repelled.
Does it clash into any of its friends?
Nah, it's gonna get launched backward.
Like,
Yeah. All right, that'll be it for the Warriors then. So top of the order, Rin, you're up.
sorry, how much damage?
Do it.
8
Rin's
on a natural 20. So
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Rin's
so it's 4.
Yeah,
eyes
it's
will
sad.
go completely black, and dark ooze will start to seep from her eyes.
Mm.
And she will hold out her palm, and this black energy will reach out and fill a 20-foot cube all around these guys.
So Ren has reached her emo phase.
Yep.
And
She's
the
the
ground
Lord of
will
Edges.
turn black.
I'm sorry. I neglected to have 2 things.
Yeah.
Continue.
No.
But I need both of you to Christian too. Sorry, Daruk. I need
Well,
you
he's on fire.
both to roll checks. Give me a second. I need to find it.
What? No.
I need you to both
We don't
roll
know.
D100s.
Oh,
So
wait.
go ahead.
100.
You're still
Wait,
casting.
I have to roll a d100?
Yes.
Okay. Let me do that first.
Yeah.
Because I can't think about too many things at once.
Sure.
94.
31.
Okay.
You're engulfed in flame.
Okay. So Daruk, nothing happens. Ren, please continue. You said black inky stuff, right?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Tony. This is the first time I've ever cast this.
It's fine.
spell. I just
Please,
got
please
it.
continue. I try. Just continue.
Okay.
Trust me in this.
Alright, so anyway, Rin's eyes turn black. There's like inky grossness kind of spreading out from her eyes. Kind of like the bad guy in the Doctor Strange movie,
Yeah.
Mm.
you know? And she holds her palm out and this blackness just shoots out of it, turns the ground around. All these crits are in a 20-foot cube. Even the big guy, if I can get him without getting Rainier. And the ground turns black, and these squirming ebony tentacles reach out and try to grab every one of them. Please have all of them make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Individually, please.
I am casting Avard's black tentacles for the first time.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. What's the DC?
17.
Okay. Rolled a 14 and
I
a
was also
13, which is just enough to have. It was a 15 and 16.
So they fail?
They all fail.
Yay! Alright, so
Yeah, they're all
then
dead.
You are way too happy about someone's failure.
I need you-
Okay, so then
I
when
need
a
you to also
creature-
mark off a first level spell slot.
instead of a 4th level?
No, both.
Oh, okay.
In addition to.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second.
And then I'll describe another effect that happens after the spell. Please continue though. I don't want to interrupt your momentum too much. Sorry.
Okay, so okay, so then they essentially grapple them, and then they take 3d6 bludgeoning damage because they're slammed on the ground.
Mm.
And then they're considered restrained, either until I let the spell go, or they can make when they start their turn, they also get slammed.
Okay.
And then they can make a strength or dexterity check to save against the essentially.
Okay, so they're
break-
guaranteed to take the slam damage twice then?
Yes.
Okay, so can you go ahead and roll the damage?
Yes.
See if they even make it to their next turn.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Yeah. With the warriors, if it's high enough, like there's a chance that like
What's 9 plus 6?
15.
15.
15.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll for the first time they'll take it on their next turn.
9.
Okay. So, 15 and 9.
20.
Like bow.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. That's just enough to kill the larger one,
Hey.
and it's enough to kill all the other ones.
Well, except for these guys
Well, right,
probably
true.
weren't in my queue.
Right. The ones that were not affected.
Just to be fair.
Yep. So, this is the effect that happens with the additional one spell slot. So, as you cast the spell, you feel this weird magic within the air kind of affect yours.
Okay.
And as you see these black tentacles rise up out of the ground and grab each one of the crits are and slam them against the ground before once again slamming them again. The black tentacles recede, and then showers of sparks from each one of the crits are come up from the ground as their dead bodies are now on the ground.
Oh, it's a joyful death. I'll just go, huh, that was unexpected.
Rock apocalypse or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Happy birthday, Brent.
it's like party.
And then
Yeah. So
I guess
What happened?
that was the effect. It was so as you we'll get into that next. So
I'll
there are
drop
two.
the spell.
There's still There still are 2 more crits that are on the field. So the Deacon dead. Daruk, you're up next.
I just don't
and
want any of my friends to run into there,
Uh,
so I'll drop it.
Can I have you make a spellcasting saving throw? So this would be your wisdom.
So wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw?
saving throw, yes.
17.
Okay.
Are you within 10 feet?
You're good.
I am within 10 feet of him. Am I?
You get an extra.
Just barely.
What is
Okay.
it? D6?
You get +4.
Oh, so 21 then.
Okay.
21.
So as you were,
No.
so as you feel this kind of effect, as you had cast the spell earlier, Shatter, you feel what almost feels like an echo coming back at you, but like a magical one. And as you feel it coming, you kind of prepare for it, and then it washes over you, but no harmful effect.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
go
There'll
and
be
continue.
wild magic in these tunnels.
Yeah, don't let me forget that, because I keep forgetting. Anybody within 10 feet of me has +4 to saving throws.
I don't want to use another spell slot. I'm just gonna toll the dead one of those 2 over there. Doesn't matter which one. The one in front of Vidir. Closest to Vidir, I guess. So it's got to make a Constitution. No, Wisdom saving throw. Sorry.
Natural 1.
All right. It takes 3d8, unless it's been hurt already.
Yeah, they all have. Yeah, those
Okay.
2 at least.
It's d12s then.
Do you need a D12?
Ooh,
That was
9
unfortunate.
and 3, so 12 necrotic damage.
It gave you a 1, so
Okay.
you reroll
It's
it.
still alive.
It gave me a 3. Yeah.
All right.
Those
So
are
that
baby
advantage
ones
that
giving
rolled
us
the other
trouble.
one,
Yeah. With the gawing-like effect, the one that it rang about still stands.
All right.
Hurt, but it still stands.
That's it for my turn.
All right, Ward, you're up.
I can't really see the battlefield.
I think you can get around this side.
Round the
If you're willing
outside,
to step
round
on the outside.
Are you okay with stepping on a gooey nest?
Yeah, I don't care. I was about to put blood and guts all over myself. I think I'd do it nice.
Daruk,
I don't know. Everybody has a limit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I'm just gonna make my 2 attacks.
Okay.
I should have asked him what was in the pit.
27.
We
for
could
hit.
keep one alive.
We tried that. You
Yeah,
killed it
that'll
too
do
fast.
it. Your 7, by the way, was the roll to see if you could actually get an answer out of them before you killed them. She did not.
10 damage.
Okay.
Oh my god! Please let that be a thing for the rest of this.
I was attacking the one that he told the dead. Is he
Oh,
still?
that one. Yeah, no, that one's dead then. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was the other one.
Can I use my second attack on the other one, or do I have to
Absolutely,
go
yeah.
into the same character?
Cast a spell against this hag, wild.
So you still the one just kind of like grabbing its head from the Tolling the Dead. You're like, well, I mean, I might as well.
All right, bonk. My bonk filter was on.
Let me help you with that headache.
22 to hit and
Yeah.
11 damage on the next one.
Okay, it's looking real hurt.
He had a splitting headache.
It depends.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
All right.
I'm not
Get
sorry.
Barely alive, but it is still standing. Would that be it for your turn?
Okay.
Yeah, I could make talk attack him, but I'm not gonna.
30.
Fair enough. Vidir, you're up.
So anyway, I started stabbing.
Oh, it reflected my
26.
Okay. Yep. I'm not going to have you roll. I mean, even if you rolled minimal damage, you can still, by all means.
See if you can do maximum damage and explode this thing.
Right.
Yes, just the one that's left.
You did, didn't
Did you roll well?
11, so 15 piercing before even going to cold.
Okay, so as you you drive the
slashing.
creature and your sword into the side of the wall as it's pierced now and it's impaled. Oh look, you've impaled it.
And then its body frost
Sorry.
over.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's slashing, not piercing.
Ah, okay.
But it's, whatever. I
So
can
then
stab
you-
him with a giant sword.
True. Yeah. Why not?
Somehow it's still slashing damage, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Twisting, I don't.
So this one last crit czar, as you run it through, it is slain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were gonna ask it a question.
I was like, we don't need to know what's in the pit.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of beyond that point
What's in
now.
the box?
Yeah.
There's no eggs in
We'll
these.
see how we feel after the hack.
Goop
Maybe
sacks
we'll
are
throw
there.
that on the way out.
So you have a pathway. I heard your question, was not answering
Okay.
it. So as you
You will get nothing.
look in this pathway, you have the small kind of nest clusters along the hallways, along the walls of this hallway. Ward, you were wondering if there were actually eggs inside. You peer inside, you do not see any eggs.
I see a little crustacean locket with someone's family in it or something. or-
You do not. You do find that there are some like kind of husks of either corn or some sort of like vegetable matter that has kind of been placed around though.
Interesting.
Kind
And
of
the
space between the
Oh,
between the
see, I was
nests.
hoping those were storing crystals, Tony.
Alright.
I bet.
I was like, harvest time.
Yeah. You could still harvested plant matter.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Can we start the
Unless it
composter?
looks like a plant that we need, in which case, yes.
As far as you can tell, this is just goopy plant matter that's been used to kind of create a nest.
Hey, we're starting a farm. We can make a composter.
Did we find Gwyneth Paltrow's
Right.
factory?
What's that?
I said, did we find Gwyneth Paltrow's factory?
Oh God.
For her goop.
Not here.
That's terrible.
I thought it was.
I'll make it a
there.
quest. You guys can destroy it.
That's our next one off.
Yeah.
What's the humming treating us like?
There is one discernible location coming from the far end of the tunnel.
Scale to 1 to humming. How humming is it?
How many
right.
hums?
Yeah.
Probably like 53,
Hums?
7, somewhere in there. Yeah.
1,000.
On a scale of 1 to 100 of hums.
One of the. One of the. Oh no! What you said? One of the.
Something's wrong with us.
One of the. What do you call? Not deacons. The.
The deacons.
Oh, they are deacons. Okay, yeah.
Deacons.
I'm gonna take a look at one of the. Is there anything interesting about them, or are they just a bug?
Yeah.
What did you want to do?
I was gonna, investigate it or search it. I guess it's investigation. I was just gonna search the body for anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I was wondering was, are you trying to like hack apart its body to learn its anatomy, or are you trying to check its person
It's still
effectively
good, sorry.
for items and things?
Yeah, I don't really feel like playing doctor.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
21.
21. So kind of looking around its body, you do find
Faye Fiender undead?
no. Looking around its body and kind of checking its person, you do find that though it doesn't have any like material possessions upon it really, you do see that there was this kind of like small kind of pouch that it had kind of attached to its side. As you peer in there, you see there like this just kind of like plant matter inside. You're not sure of what's exactly inside of it, but upon closer inspection, you can make either nature or medicine check to maybe discern what it is.
Nature? Or. I'm gonna go nature if I have my choice.
Sure.
It really isn't a big difference.
Yeah. Every little bit helps.
Oh, it's still an 8, so.
An 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Does it have a decay-y smell?
It does, but you're not sure of like what it is. I mean, it looks like it's some kind of like fungus, but no idea as to what it is exactly.
No.
It's dense. Like it's got like weight to it, and you're like
Food?
a little surprised about it.
Like food? Their food, not my food.
You're not sure.
You got a high constitution. Taste this.
Ugh. Not even with a high constitution could you convince me.
It's just a mushroom. A really dense,
I'll give you.
kind of
Wait, mushroom.
viscous mushroom.
He's like, hold up. Dies.
Oh, viscous.
There's a little bit of
Like it's a liquid, like it's melting.
there's like a like it's like
It's sweating goop.
yes.
It's
That is the best way to describe it. It is sweating goop.
But the mushrooms.
Because it's
dense.
kind of like yes.
Damn, did I just eat all 3 of those? Man, I blanked out on the second one.
Did you just like white rage eat a bunch of candy?
I did. I eat when I'm stressed,
Hmm.
and that's
been
my
there.
secret cap. I'm always stressed.
True.
Does anyone know what these mushrooms are?
They're mushrooms. They
I-
fungi.
I'll take it as a sample for
I'm
great
gonna
science.
toss you the bag.
Could I
Cool.
say maybe roll a survival check to see if they're a known kind of mushroom?
Sure.
Oh my god.
I am proficient in survival.
So you have one of them, and you have 2 that are within the bag.
I touch the web to the
Oh, yes.
mushroom. No.
Science!
Right.
Go yeah, survival check. Go.
It explodes and we're all high.
Right. Super high.
Stand next to me, you'll survive.
18.
18. You know you're not sure what this is.
Okay.
In all of your travels, you haven't encountered anything like this before.
All right. I'm like in my hand, like it's like all like gooey.
Yeah, and as you kind of squeeze a little bit, there's like this either kind of juice or some sort of like, yeah, this kind of like greenish, bluish liquid that comes out of it a bit.
Just like squirted it. So.
Oh, like a cherry tomato.
Kinda, yeah.
Nasty.
Gross.
But cherry tomatoes aren't gross. They're delicious.
That's false.
Nah.
So anyway, I'm looking in the hole.
Yeah. So as you look down, you see another probably 20 feet before another tunnel.
Is it a sharp corner again?
There's a wall at the end of the tunnel. You can see it ends and then extends beyond.
Is there, like, walking down the hallway, is there anything besides just these little bug nests? There's no, like, I'm not trying to, like, dig through them, but there's nothing catching the eye as you walk by?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Just a real quick question, because I was getting candy. Where were these mushrooms found? They're found on the corpses.
He had a
of-
little pouch on his belt.
Oh,
on
he
one of
had-
the
Oh,
captains.
so they're not
Deacons.
just bug people; they're wearing things. They have
I mean, that was, like, the only thing, yeah.
articles of like
That was the only thing. He had a little
clothing
pouch.
and jewelry.
No, they did. So outside, so when kind of looking up at the warriors, they didn't really have anything on them. They had
Okay.
spears that they were wielding. That
Those
was
are the
it.
only items.
Right. Rainier, would you have told everybody about the deacons? About their name?
This one's John, the other one's Matt.
Yeah. Barry over there. He's
This is
dead.
Deacon
They're
Paul,
all dead.
He's buried.
Deacon Sam, and Deacon...
Posing.
I don't know.
There you go.
No, like, how many... So, I have, like, a rough idea of how their hierarchy works.
Very rough.
Very rough. So,
Yeah.
basically, these were the peon bosses. We kind of figured that. There's probably another 2 or 3 levels.
Is it like lower middle management?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the guy that trains the new hires.
If
Sure.
that.
Maybe he's the boss of the guy that trains the new hires.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fair. Yeah. You know what? I'll even give it to you as another roll. An individual roll. History check.
Correct.
No. I don't know. History 7.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah. Unless Knifing are dead.
Well, it's technically dead now.
That's,
True.
hey.
Not undead.
Right.
Oh,
I can make a move.
Mage hand.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm sitting there, I'm studying it, and
We can
Vadir's...
look into Bernie's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was thinking.
Hey guys, for the queen, what's up?
Vadir's just behind it like...
Clitty clack, what's in the sack?
Yeah. Jesus.
That was good.
Listen,
Amazing.
we have to like compartmentalize the terror of destroying things somehow.
We are
Yeah,
like
true.
probably hundreds of feet underground right now, surrounded by
Yeah, you're probably at like 100.
Yeah.
sur-
More.
surrounded by a literal army of bug people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down this hole. I need to get in this hole. It's
Yeah.
getting hot and
Maybe.
moist in here.
All right, get in that hole. So, as you go down another 20 feet, you descend down into the tunnel, and you see another pathway leading off to the east. As you see a pathway that now extends farther down. The air once again takes on a slightly more humid approach, and as you eventually begin walking further and further down this tunnel, you do see that there is webbing on the ground again. However, this variety is not bioluminescent.
Oh.
This looks not unlike just spider webbing.
I cast web on it.
Still gross.
Just plain.
Web on the web, for sure.
Web in the web.
Oh,
Now the
web
web
on
can't
web.
move.
Web and let
action.
web.
As you
Should I
continue
wild
walking,
shape
though,
into
the
a
web.
spider?
What's that?
Should I wild shape into a giant spider?
That would be intelligent.
Sounds good.
He rolls for it. No.
Man, it's 17 if you
I
want
mean,
to
a
do it,
giant
do it.
spider has web sounds. Maybe I can see what's out the other end.
Oh, that's cool.
That-
Does it have to be your
I mean-
How does that work? You gotta like wiggle it.
I was wondering the
Yeah,
same
two-
thing.
two-
They just
Have
kind
to
of
be
like
yours, or-
sit on it, and then when something tickles the string down here,
You
they
gotta
feel
like
it
put
right
your foot
here.
on it.
I feel like the problem is none of us know anything
Your
about that.
thorax.
So while that sounds like a good idea, that
I have I have like legs, and I can like draw in the sand or the dirt.
that's fine.
Do you want to waste your wild shape?
Need to.
Dude, so I was starting to keep track of how many times she was wild shaping, and I was like, that's a lot of times to wild shape in a
It
day.
was, yes.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it said,
a lot
it
of
said
wild
shadow
shaping.
feature.
We talked about that.
Yeah. So, what do you do?
Oh,
When you're stuck underground.
But
The
she
tunnel
did, in fact,
does
become
slowly slope
She did?
down as well in elevation. Best you can guess, somewhere probably between a foot for every 5 going down.
Are you wild shaping or no?
Yeah, because I kind of like that idea. That's pretty slick.
yeah. I'll use one of my wild shapes and turn into a giant spider.
I was like, I doubt you're ever gonna wild shape in a fight. So
Okay.
He has.
Giant or medium? No.
Multiple times.
Yeah. It's worked out really well because you don't take that damage.
Well,
All right. So, with your
Just
wild
don't ever
shape
turn into a
form,
goldfish and
let
no
me
cliff.
pull this up on my end so I can make
Don't
sure
watch out.
I am educating appropriately. Ow.
And yeah, so I have web sense. While in contact with a web, it doesn't have to be mine. The spider knows the exact location
Oh, yeah.
of any other creature in contact with the same web.
Okay.
like be in contact.
Interesting detail.
Well, Garen, can you make
But-
web right now?
But in
I
the
am.
in the wording, it
You make
says
a
you
web-
just know the
can you make
location. It
web
doesn't
rope?
give you like an echolocation
We
of
can
what
just
it might
have it?
be.
No, no,
like,
for sure.
I probably,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably
Yeah, yeah.
could.
Is it like really strong?
That's why I had to double check. I'm like,
Spider
okay.
silk is strong.
Can you start pooping out some web? We're gonna make web rope while
What-
he's
what
doing
hap-
this.
when I turn back from a wild shape, does my web stay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, we could make rope out of the web that I have. I can make.
So why are we doing this adventuring life when we could just be farming
Selling
infinite
spider
web?
silk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, did I say you could get out of that?
It's our retirement plan, guys.
There you go.
Who's working
The
the moon
finest.
today?
Yeah. So there you're in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You step on the web,
Both those.
Yep.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The moon silk guard.
Web steps back.
So, yeah. As you step on the web, you feel one sensation in particular.
Silk Industries.
There is a creature, too, far from you. Hard to detect exactly what they are, but as best as you can tell, this webbing extends through a couple different caverns and ends up in one in a location probably somewhere in the realm of, I don't know, a couple 100 feet from you.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a couple creatures that are on it.
So it goes through several different caverns.
At least 2 that you know of, but only the creatures. You kind of get like this loose idea as to where the webbing all kind of stretches in between. But you do get 2 pings in one area,
Okay.
pretty close to one another.
Can I discern their size?
No,
No.
you get their location, but you don't get their size or what they are.
Okay.
I'll say, okay, you'll get the rough size.
Okay.
They appear to be
Massive.
large creatures.
Okay. Okay. Can I relay this back to him in spider form?
Back to whom?
To the group?
You
Certainly try.
can try. Yeah.
Right in the dirt.
Clickety clack, don't
A little maraca spider.
Wait,
Yeah.
can't she talk to you in your head?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm
I still know language,
yeah,
so
you do.
Bryn could.
Yeah.
sorry.
You point to her with one of your arms. You point back to your spider head.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Do the mind thing.
The minds.
Do the. I think the giant spider wants to talk to you via head.
Ren.
Yep.
Wow.
Nope. Nope. Bad phrasing.
Phrasing? Are we doing phrasing?
I'm like pulling out spider silk, you know, and I'm
Out
just
of his
like,
butt?
what?
They're pulling it out.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's so many things about this I don't
We
like.
talked about this.
This is a strange sensation.
Mm. Yeah, it's gotta be weird for Dorir, especially like this is new.
But he likes it.
He's like, wait, don't stop.
It's like taking a really big dump.
No, it's like when you do the seaweed, you eat the seaweed
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
and you
you
gotta-
like pull it out.
No, never
Yeah,
done
see,
that.
cleanse.
It's a cleanse.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I've never heard of it. I don't want to know.
I mean,
Yeah.
Pass.
I feel like it's one of those
Pass.
things everyone hears about, but I don't know that it's ever
I
been
hadn't
done.
heard about it till just
No,
now.
it's been done.
It's
I've
I
seen
meant,
it.
Hey,
no one
let's
that,
get back to the game.
I've spent enough time on 4chan.
that was your mistake.
So, Dorir, you relay this information to Rin via brain.
Yes. So,
Feels Morse code
the
on.
web goes through 2 different caverns, and there's two big enemies touching the web.
Oh, you think they're spiders?
Don't know,
Safe
but
bet.
they're big.
They're touching the web, so probably a solid bet.
Yeah, safe
Also, does this feel weird?
Yep.
bet. Yep. Keep going.
We're gonna use it for rope, so however much rope I can get in the time that we have spent here, Tony. And then I'll relay to the group as I'm pulling out spiders.
I'm
These
gonna
are the
need you to
moments.
Google how to harvest silk rope
No,
from spiders.
no, we're not doing
He
that.
just produces it.
Not
Like
doing
he
that.
just makes it. All he has to do is be like, I make it, and then I'm not pulling it out. I'm like collecting.
The question is, have you made enough to replace the hither-thither staff that you've now lost by doing this?
No, Tony.
Kidding.
The other question is, how are you not
But I
getting
do
it
want everyone to
stuck
know I
your
hate this.
hands?
So,
This is my hell.
We have an endless supply of rope. Why would we not take advantage of it?
yeah, but it's also adhesive, so like you'd stick to it.
That's what I was just like.
Right?
Now you've probably got a giant.
Yeah,
wire
so
wrapped
then
Yeah.
you
around
don't.
your
You're like,
then
oh,
you
this is
don't,
great.
Like, it's like good for really descending because then you gotta
punch
like.
them.
No, what he's
you're
saying
stuck to
is
it,
is
and you
it,
come down.
Your hands
it's
are
just
stuck
a
to
ball.
Not like forever.
It's just become a ball.
It's adhesive and it's stuck to your hands.
Yeah, you've basically put just a giant roll of duct tape you've unraveled on yourself that you now have. Just
So I'm not the only one who made an awkward decision with things
I
tonight.
Yeah,
wasn't
true.
the only one that thought that this was a good idea. Okay.
Hey, now you can probably climb the walls.
You can
though.
like dry.
Yeah.
true. You just make a strength check to see if you can unstick it from the wall to stick it again.
It's like those
It's a suction pump.
Yeah.
A suction cup. Yeah, just
Because
all right.
Yeah.
Don't.
That's
Are there
something
some
to
places where they actually like collect spider web?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
use it to make things.
Oh, for sure.
So like, I guess do they have to like dry it out so that like that
They
way it's,
treat
like,
it with
adhesive?
a chemical to make it to where it's like
No,
non-sticky
alright.
and
Gotcha.
yeah.
I've looked
So
up a lot of
Rin
weird stuff.
has-
But that's not one of them yet.
It's the
Rin
same
has
thing they do with
realized-
Yet.
That's how they get
Rin
actual
has
silk
realized
from
that this is a
caterpillars.
problem
Like,
and has made a
same thing,
mental
yeah,
note.
silkworms.
Like
Yeah.
I have like a ball of it. By the time I realized it was a problem, and I'm like, okay, well, we need to research this, and I'm trying to scrape it off of my
Yeah.
hand on the
You
wall.
just like
As
fire
I'm
bolted
telling
off your
everyone
hand.
Yeah.
All right.
about
Prestidigitation.
yeah,
Yeah.
prestidigitation is gone. Hey, does that actually work?
I'll allow it for this circumstance.
Okay. We'll
As long as we
research
never
this
bring it up
more.
again.
Yeah.
And then I tell
Never
them about the
talk
two
of this
baddies
again.
down the way, waiting to.
So there's a
attack.
safe bet where there's 2 arachnid foes awaiting us.
Yep.
We have
Few
to go the
hundred.
entire way through this stupid spider web.
Is
Well,
the
we
humming
could
coming from the
light
direction
it on
where?
fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then that's it. Yeah.
Which at this point, now you've all been traveling for at least a little bit. Could I have everybody make a Constitution saving throw?
Who's standing?
I'm 10 feet away.
No.
That's it. Who's next to me?
I failed
Am
miserably.
I next to you?
Are you?
I'll be next to you.
I actually
Okay.
don't.
I'm sure you need the boost in Constitution.
As a big spider. You never know.
27.
Oh, we get your bonus, don't we?
If you're within 10 feet of me.
9.
Huddle up, boys and girls.
9.
Oh, all right. Hey.
But
What was your? What's
You
yours?
does it matter that it was
Plus
a
four?
nat
Plus
1?
4?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
30.
Okay. You're fine.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're fine too.
15.
You said 30?
So I rolled 17, which I have a plus 9 for my con save,
And then 4.
and then plus 4.
You both have the poison condition.
Why?
The hum of the hive, man.
What does that mean?
As this buzzing begins to kind of affect your physicality, you just feel effectively not feeling like weakened, but just
Creatures disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Do
Is
you
it
let me
poisoned
know that
condition?
you are not feeling
Is
good?
it
Yeah,
poison
you guys
condition?
let us know that you're not feeling
yeah.
so hot.
And of course, I did not prepare lesson
Excellent.
restoration.
I will touch both of you.
You know, I'm
bad
just
touch.
Come on.
more.
come on,
I'm just
come on.
pissed off for some reason.
You're
So
not
you're
gonna
not.
tell anyone.
So you're not telling me.
How
You're
would
not
I? Would
gonna-
I actually know that I'm just poisoned? Like all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I'm poisoned.
Would you tell me that you don't feel right?
Have
would
you
you say that
ever
you don't
been
feel right?
poisoned?
You know, yeah, it would probably be a smart idea to say, like, I all of a sudden feel real bad.
I
You
just
feel
gotta
just
say,
sickened is how
That's
you
what I'm
feel.
saying. Like I'm just.
as a blood hunter, you've literally never encountered poison before.
I don't know. Have I?
Yes.
But also, as a character, he could be like, I know what getting poisoned feels like, and I've done nothing to be poisoned. For all he knows, the noxious smells that he's been huffing in every hole is making
Yeah.
him sick.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like I don't, because
Okay.
nothing like directly has happened. Like we as players know this, but I don't know. Like the character's just like feeling like shit and just kind of ready to get the hell out of here and get done.
So Daruk says that he's not feeling great.
I'd probably immediately be like, hey, does anybody else suddenly not feel good?
But I guess what the point is
I
it wasn't
feel
like a
fine.
sudden thing, right? It's been like a slow onset thing.
It has.
Oh,
being
okay,
irradiated
well then,
by
yeah,
humming.
maybe I wouldn't
Oh.
even do
Yeah.
It
that.
has been a slow onset. and
That's
but
why,
now
because
you
I'm
actually
trying
feel
not to
sickened.
metagame the shit out of it.
Do you start to vomit?
No,
But
no,
you're
no
not
vomit.
feeling so
No.
good.
It's basically like best way I could describe it in terms of a feeling that kind of just effectively has come on. It's like oh god, I'm forgetting the name of it now. Where your inner ear is like
Vertigo.
vertigo. Thank you.
It's like you've eaten 10 White Castles when you should have stopped at 9.
No, that's
Yeah.
you made a mistake of eating one.
Or that. But yeah, you just feel this kind of like sick feeling that you can't shake, and it's affecting your very physicality.
So you mentioned that you're not feeling good.
Yes, I probably would. As soon as I notice it.
Would
if
it
I
even-
notice it? Yeah.
I feel fine.
I guess.
Anyone else?
Would I actually do this, or would this be a metagame?
Roll
I was
for
like,
it.
well, yeah, I was gonna try and, because it's also ability checks, so it'd be like going up to the hole, trying to look down, and like just kind of ready to move on, and then if I start noticing like this shit's worse than
Yeah.
before.
Honestly, probably as you look down, you start to feel dizzy, and
Especially with the vertigo.
Yeah. Like, oh,
At 20 feet, just turned into 40 for you.
Can
You're
I
like,
take a look at Daruk with some medicinal knowledge that I might have?
sure.
Okay.
I'm just
I look a
curious
little
what
more
my
green than
character
you.
You
know.
look a little peakish, my
Since
friend.
lay on hands would cure a disease and cure a poison, would that be like imparted knowledge from
Possibly.
the like contract? I guess.
22.
Yeah, you can diagnose it. Yeah, you can see that it's effectively like a vertigo sickness, which can be auditory induced.
I think it's the buzzing. Yeah. Can you look here? And I use prestidigitation and I just follow my finger.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
You see, they're having trouble tracking it.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't look good. I think this is like maybe something that we can fix, but I don't know. Is there? Do you know if can you make him feel better? Is this a thing that you can do?
The deer always makes me feel bad.
That's true.
Oh.
Oh.
Give me a big hug.
He's writing ballads about this man.
As I touch you, I lay on hands you.
Oh, thank you.
For fun.
Do you feel better?
yeah.
I
Much.
assume I feel bad. Okay, yeah.
Do you feel
I
great?
feel great.
Anyone else feeling sick?
You just need a
The-
big hug.
I feel like a new.
The floor is moving down there.
Oh yeah. Hey buddy, why don't you come here? Just have a sit. Let your old pal Vadir come here and take a look at you.
As what?
Do you attack him? What was that?
He smacks him lay on hands.
Yep.
It's a hefty hand on your shoulder, like.
No, I'll just pop you on the back of the head. And lay on hands.
Yeah. You feel better though.
All right, just had to knock some sense back in me. It's cool.
Feel like you're gonna vomit and suddenly you feel better.
That was weird. That was weird. I don't know what happened. Let's go.
Okay, guys, I definitely think that the buzzing is probably going to be causing some sickness. So, hold on 1 second. I would like to
Rage.
take out. I would like to take out
My ears.
one of my just secondary shirts or something light like linen, but like that I can ball up. I'm gonna cut it into pieces, and I'm gonna put them in my ears.
Okay.
Does it help muffle the auditory?
It does a bit, yeah.
Okay. If anybody else would like some, I can cut you pieces to put in your ears, but I really do think that it's gonna make us sick over time.
I just feel like you're yelling that now.
Right.
I really think.
Yeah.
Do spiders have ears?
Do spiders have
Ward
ears?
thinks to himself, and he speculates that maybe the resonating sound that we're hearing isn't a communication
No.
device. Maybe it's
Well.
a biological altering device.
Like a disruptor.
Actually, that sounds like something out of Star Trek.
Well, I mean, my theory is like, if it's not a communications device, and it might be poisoning us, it could be changing our biology to turn us into crits.
Kritsar.
Yeah.
I don't think, based on what I read of the Hag's notes, that's not how it works. Or at least that's not how the last Hag did it, though, right? It was like storing-based conversion.
Correct, but that was for to turn somebody into a hexblood.
Right.
And she might have more than one way to shake a stick.
Yeah.
We should get going.
I was gonna
Nobody
say
else?
I've been.
No?
I'll let you know.
Nobody
Speaking
No?
I'll let you know if I start to feel ill.
Speaking of the hag, before we get there, so I prepared silence, and most spells have a verbal component. So if you guys have a way to hold her in place, I can cast silence around her, and maybe she won't be able to
Hold, you say?
cast anything.
I'm efficient at kneecapping people if they try to run from me. Sentinel.
Might be able to
Yeah.
do
Movement
that.
0.
I'll
Yeah.
hold her
So-
head underwater.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I imagine it.
Dorgiran once held
Kneecap.
a Gorgon by the horns,
Oh.
wrestled it to the ground.
That was actually impressive. I'll give him that one. That was.
Dorgiran, are you still standing on the web?
Yeah, I'm still touching it.
Okay. You sense a lot of tiny creatures moving towards you.
Oh, we got a lot of them coming.
Probably, best you can guess, 20.
I mean, if they're touching the web, I know how many there are.
Yeah.
Do you want to
When
tell
you
me
look
when
into
they're
the
about
web,
halfway through and
sometimes
I
the web
can
looks
light it
back.
all on fire?
Ooh. Yeah.
I like that idea.
Alright.
This
mean-
web
Sorry,
is
I
on
like that
fire.
idea.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, I guess whenever they're like halfway down the tunnel,
Mm.
I'll let her know, and then she can firebolt it.
Okay. Yeah. Get about halfway up. As they're slowly approaching.
Into the web.
And I
So-
step off the web.
Okay.
It's firebolt a cantrip.
Okay. So you burn up part of the web. You step off of it.
Yeah, I step off of it when she lights it on fire.
Okay. So as you cast it, this web doesn't burn up like the other variety does.
Great.
Just burns a small patch of it.
Yeah, sure.
Rude.
But it's a cantrip, and you can go crazy with it.
I can just keep burning it, but it's not catching, which was what I was banking
okay.
on to catch all the other things on fire. So at least they'd be on fire, maybe taking some, if just only a little fire damage.
Do you have the spell Affect Flame? Or is it Affect Flame, or what is it?
Produce flame?
Where you make it larger or smaller?
Oh,
Is it Affect Flame?
no, it's not. It's not effect. It's something like that though. Produce flame does something like that. I forgot what the other one was. It's a druid cantrip.
Ah.
I think. But as you all kind of stand there at the edge of it, do you step on the web again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're probably 15 feet from you now. As you look, you see a swarm of tiny spiders along the side of the wall.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks.
Problem. They walk beyond the web, and they just kind of stick to the wall.
They keep going.
They stop right where you guys are at. And you
they're
then
just
see them
sitting there.
slowly begin to kind of coalesce and form a face.
Firebolt.
Say
I'm like-
what?
You see a portion of them get burned
Okay.
Hey, Rochelle.
as you hear as you see a hag-like face, one you've seen before, kind of form on the wall. Oh, stop that!
Oh, bitch, they're so gross.
I can't do this for too long. And it's rude to interrupt my conversation with my
Firebolt.
And I'm the impatient one.
Yes.
See a few more of them.
Can I communicate with the spiders?
Sure.
Like, spider, spider, spider.
Yeah. You don't get a response back. Though you feel like you could probably communicate with them to some rudimentary degree, there's nothing coming back to you.
That was for being creepy.
You're the ones that are creepy, in my opinion, burning through all my friends. These were my loyal subjects. How dare you?
Okay, loyal subjects are friends. Those are two very different things.
Details.
Taco Girl. Why not both?
Rainier,
What?
what are you doing?
We've been over this.
It's like talking to your ex-girlfriend.
Right.
I have plans here, and you're interrupting them. It's very rude.
Listen, we're gonna end those plans. Just come and say hi, and we can get this over with, instead of making us go through all this bullshit. What'd you have up in the little sand pit, by the way? It looked cute.
I wish you had seen it. You missed out on meeting some friends, but that's okay.
We'll feed them your body later.
Good luck. Look, I'm only here to try to warn you and to get you to turn back before it gets too bad for you all. There are things beneath this hive that you don't even understand.
Like a dragon?
Like a dragon.
Oh, then I definitely want to come to visit.
Do I believe that?
Insight.
Is she just making shit up?
Make an
because
insight
we
check
said
against
it?
the swarm of spiders.
Do we have any orientation as to which direction we've moved? Have we moved towards where the dragon was? Or where the guardian said the
Oh
dragon
no,
was?
it was like
Opposite
to the
direction, yeah.
west or
Okay,
something.
well then I don't believe her.
16.
Hard to read.
Yeah.
It's rude to
Both
lie.
literally and, and then like, yeah.
Right.
Look, I have things I'm trying to achieve here, and I'm really close to them, and I really don't want you interrupting. Any of you. Believe it or not, I think that you all are wonderful individuals. I think you have amazing potential. I'd love to see it realized, but I just don't want to see it realized down here. I have things I'm working on. There are certain beings that predate even me, even Olga. And, well, actually, you know one of them. She is facing Vidir at this point.
Yeah.
The Wretched Council, well, I want a seat on it. I should take Olga's place.
Do we know who this is? As an aside. Do we know who this is?
Out of character, we do.
No.
We do in character.
It's the hag that kidnapped your character in the first campaign.
Oh, I never knew her
Olga,
name.
Not the Wretched Council. Sorry.
No, I wasn't captured in the first game by... Was it? Oh, I was, yeah.
Well, so
That bitch.
we created this problem for ourselves in a new life. Got it.
It was the hag that was constantly going after Caden. And then we killed it.
So you're buddying up with the rest of them to get a seat on the council.
Among other things, yes. There are plans that we have. And, well, we can't really enact them without making some deals. So, I need you all to stop doing what you're doing right now. For your own good, but for mine too.
Oh, do you have a tear too?
What's that?
Do you have a tear too?
A tear.
Yeah.
What tear?
Oh, you don't have an elemental tear?
Oh, no. We don't have any of those down here.
Okay.
We don't float down here.
We have storing, sure, but we don't nurture any sort of extra dimensional tears within the fabric of reality. That's madness.
So why are you aligned with the Shattered then?
Well, the Shattered have their own plans about bringing back the Shattered, reforming it. The Shattered will be reformed. You
Why do
may
you
have heard
want that, though?
Well, it's more of a means to an end for me. You see, there are certain beings that have, well, let's say they have a vested interest in keeping the Shattered at bay. But the Shattered also have their own, the cult, have their own goals, and, well, I'd like to see them made real, because I think that I could actually help out with that.
So it's altruistic for you.
No, it's very self-serving. I want to take the seat on the Wretched Council. They predate the gods. They serve the Shattered. I just feel like it's a easy fit.
This is a moot conversation. She's not going to get there because she won't live long
She's
enough.
stalling us.
Is that in character?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not stalling.
Then come forth and face the justice of the Moonstone Guard, where I personally show you what my new purpose is.
I'm going to start just hitting the spiders with my swords over
Stop,
and over
stop,
again.
stop.
Over, and...
Okay, I get it. All right, fine. If you want to find me, I'll give you the path. First, you have to deal with a few things to get to me. Heroes have to go through their journeys. So, you
That's
have to...
really lame, Rochelle.
I don't care.
Like, you have to wear us down for you to have a chance at winning. That's just, like, really,
She's a scared little bitch.
really cowardly of you.
Well,
Honestly.
little bitch.
You want to make it to the Wretched Council and you're going to start with throwing things at us to break us down because you can't beat us otherwise? That's not a winning attitude.
Look, if you all prefer, myself, the Queen, my own little coven, we can all attack you all at once if you prefer that. I'll leave the path for you entirely open. You can face all of us at once. Or I can give you a chance and go through my forces one by one.
But like, why can't you just face us yourself if you're?
Oh,
She
I absolutely would. I will face each one of you individually, one-on-one, as you should face me, one-on-one. Would you all face me 6-on-1? Is that fair? I don't think so.
Can I use Ash to do it?
Level 20 badge.
Yeah.
He's 15.
We choose
Much
him
better
as our
against
champion.
casters.
Yeah.
I give you the option. Proceed as you like.
Let's go butter this biscuit.
As much as I like that idea, I'm not particularly good against casters by myself.
Only are many.
Yes. We are.
Listen,
By the way, how's your magic working down here? She looks specifically at you two, and then kind of like surveys the
Cheap
video.
parlor tricks will get you
Great so far.
nowhere.
Yeah, it's really nice and fucky down here, but it doesn't seem to bother much. We'll see soon.
Oh, haven't you noticed my magic? No problem down here.
Yeah, it's like it's your lair. Who would have thought?
It's really just actually hag
So it's
magic.
not
We're
really
weird.
one-on-one still.
I mean, yeah, we
It's
can all
really
agree on that part. You especially.
Well, this has been fruitful for me. Ward, you're quite perceptive. So,
Yep.
do what you will. See as you want to go through whatever you want to go through. Please stop that.
Then shut the hell up, you stupid fuck.
So out of character, when the giant face
Fine.
barfs billions of little spiders on you, you're on your own.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start walking through.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
I'm
saying
right
about
behind
that.
the deer.
See the spiders. As you begin walking forward, the spiders just dissipate and fall to the ground.
Gross. Still gross.
Still really gross.
I'm making it a point to step on as many as possible.
Do your part.
Lead the way as a giant spider.
Only you can prevent.
Now,
Spider swarms.
would you like to know more? So, as the party proceeds forward, I think it's a decent place to call it. It's a pretty good place with the the rest of the adventure. We have a decent kind of point to proceed forward. So, pick up next part with actually probably the latter half. You guys managed to avoid getting into some of the kind of lengthier bits of the earlier sections of the dungeons. So, well done. Adam.
I tried.
Yeah.
I did.
Tell you what, after the whole thing, we can talk about everything that you guys were like, you know what?
Be
Nah.
away.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Because there are parts that could be interesting, there are parts that may not have been, but
True.
we'll cover that next. After the whole thing.
You
So,
can always circle it back around.
I was gonna say we
because
still
Tony,
gotta come back
you
out.
control the layout.
that's true,
We still
but
gotta make our way out.
that's true. Because yeah, there is the way out too. That cave-in did kind of focus you a certain direction. But we'll cover the rest of the hive. Well, possibly the next session, probably the next two. So,
Sounds good.
all right. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll pick up next week with the continuing adventure into the Kritzar hive and potentially the conflict with old Rochelle. Potentially not. We'll see. So, all right. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye.